but I can't be bothered right now. I'm listening to the Game Changer World podcast. Leave me alone. I'm involved.
Welcome to Game Changer World. My name is John Wolf. Joe, how you doing tonight, sir?
I'm doing good. That intro by Bill made me pop a little bit in the background, not gonna lie.
Miss Anissa, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Oh man, I'm happy. I almost wish I would have saved that TOS intro for when we talk about TOS a little bit later, because that was a badass little video, right?
Definitely.
Thanks a lot to Ivan for putting that out there. I actually ended up ripping that off the France feed. I figured it looked good. Why not, right?
Yeah.
Welcome to everybody that has come into the room tonight. First and foremost, Screwball, our West Coast correspondent. Good to see you. Clown, welcome. Reed Harris Cooper, Patty Cakes, and the names go on. Do not fret. Citizen Big Capadon, love from Las Vegas. Good to see you. ZM Zo, one of our deathmatch champions in here. Crow Fairy Tale, welcome. And the names will continue throughout the evening. So let me get this out of the way. Please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. We read and appreciate all comments. Super chats are available if you want to donate. Thank you so much for choosing to spend your time with us tonight. Sit down and relax. You're amongst friends. We're going deep into the night, and we have a lot to cover. GCW was in Bapaume, France on Saturday, and in Milan, Italy on Sunday. 14 matches, 7 of those were title defenses. We also have previews of TOS 11, including all first round matchups. So we do have some breaking news tonight. And we also have COS 5 rundown, which I think is going to be a little light for right now. I don't think we have anything in the way of announcements past that gauntlet with Tremont, right?
And Joey versus Mason.
Oh, that's right. I'm looking forward to that. Let's talk for a minute here. How has everyone been? Anissa, I want to talk to you because it's been a little while. How have you been? How was the European weekend? Feel good about France, Italy?
Yeah, no, I thought it was a very fun show. I thought the crowd was absolutely fun. I liked how the crowd was so into it, and it made me more into it too.
You know, yeah, I was going to say that crowd on Friday was huge, and they brought the energy. And then that Italian crowd, the Italy crowd, I think the acoustics in that building made everything just so much louder. And I'd have to say, if I was GCW, they should be very happy with how it went. 2 back-to-back sellout crowds. All right, Joe, anything you want to add to it about France or Italy before we really dive into them too much?
Just the Italy show, I was a little surprised when they started chanting "This is awesome" in English. That was pretty cool to hear, you know. So that had me laughing a little bit.
Now, maybe it's me and maybe I heard it wrong, but I thought I was hearing from the French crowd, de, and then sacre bleu, which is kind of like my God. So like 1, 2, oh my God, like they missed it. But I may have also heard that wrong, so I'm not sure.
I didn't pick up on that. I didn't pick up on that. So I'm going to watch it back now just to listen to that.
Well, let's do this real quick. Let's kick off some of the headlines that have come up this week in GCW news. Saturday, June 20th, Joey Janela versus Priscilla Kelly was announced for the Indianapolis show. Saturday, June 27th, Nick Gage versus Starboy Charlie announced for that LA show. Anissa, you going to that LA show? Oh, she may have a delay.
Me, I'm a delay. Sorry.
Are you going to that LA show by any chance?
I am. I actually bought my ticket. So
Okay, so you yeah, we normally go to LA and we
excited.
haven't yet. Oh, nice. Yeah. A poor thing. She's having a delay over there. We'll try to work with you.
I'm so sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Saturday, July 4th, Independence Day, the second annual bash at the ballpark. There's a fan fest at 4 p.m. and the show starts at 6 p.m. Brett posted on Twitter, he can't think of a better way to spend the 4th of July. Early afternoon, you go watch Nathan's hot dog eating contest. Then at lunch, you go to the boardwalk and to the beach. Then you come to watch GCW wrestling at the ballpark. 4 p.m. will be your meet and greet. And 6 p.m. is when the show starts over there. And if you stick around, you can watch 4th of July fireworks from your seat. So I'd have to say 4th of July sounds pretty darn good. Joe, are you looking to go into that or no?
So unfortunately, I work at the Eagle Stadium, so I'll be at FIFA for 4th of July.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Okay.
World Cup.
But you're interested in maybe trying to get out to the backyard, right?
Oh, 100%. 100% for that.
And then me and Nissa, we just kind of hang out here on the West Coast with no love.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I'm a little jealous.
Honestly, I'd love to see a backyard out here just for fun. I just don't know what it would look like. And
are you offering your backyard, John?
Whose backyard?
Oh my gosh. My backyard's pure concrete. It's only for the hardcore back here. So, yeah, there's been no matches announced so far for the Backyard Wrestling Show on July 5th. So we're going to kind of, I have a feeling we're going to see a couple people that we normally would see. Jimmy Lloyd. Who else do you think we're going to see there? Probably Sawyer, because I think he's going to be fighting Skittle.
Oh, I missed her.
I think Gigi Allen will probably be there. I think I saw his name tagged in the post. So I don't know. It's backyard. It's going to be fun either way. I don't care what the hell they do back there, as long as it's crazy.
Yeah, it's always entertaining, regardless of who's there.
So
I just want to see someone get thrown in the pool.
Man, I love the above ground pools. I think those are like the best way to do it because people can run into them on the side. You know, like we haven't had a car run into a pool in a long time. All right, let's see here. Saturday, July 11th, Hartford, Connecticut. Also, that is a new venue alert. And Sunday, July 12th, Manchester, New Hampshire was also announced. And I believe that's a new state for GCW. Congratulations there. Saturday, July 18th, Gillies in Dallas, Texas. And Sunday, July 19th, Tulsa, Oklahoma. I believe Oklahoma is also a new state. Does that sound right to you guys?
Yeah, I think they said it on the show Saturday. I think they said 37th, right? New state or something like that.
Oh, yeah, knocking them out. Okay, let's see here. Yes, John does have a pool. I do have a pool back there, so we could do pool or jacuzzi fighting. We can have both going on at the same time. And I do have a lot of weapons out in my garage right now because I have most of the leftovers from Collective out here. Yeah, so I got about 200 tubes and about 20 chairs, a spool and a half of barbed wire. I think that's about it. I have enough to run a good show out here if I needed to raise some money for something important. Okay, BZW versus GCW, now or never. This was from, I'm gonna butcher this, Espace Isabel de Hagnat in the Palm. That's the worst sentence I've ever said in my life. Let's just erase that part. We were at this venue last year. The full crowd looked good. I felt like that's a proper local promotion. That's what it kind of felt like here. And the French fans were awesome. Even I was kind of surprised by the size. I mean, I don't know how many were there, but easily what, 300, 400, 500? What do you guys think?
Yeah, I
thought it was a good crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it just seemed like they had theater seating or something there because the rows and everything were so neat. We're not used to that. So, okay, I'll run into this first match here. And I will let everyone know, we're going to try to keep the notes a little light on France and Italy because we're all fans and we're wanting to talk about TOS. So we're just letting everybody know that up front in case they think our notes are a little light more than usual. Well, we got TOS coming up in a couple days. So our first match here, Connor Mills versus one called Manders, an 11-minute match. I wrote here that Connor Mills, we remember him from last time GCW was in France. He was impressive, and I wanted him in America. I love his entrance. It's very simple and to the point. Connor Mills. 2 words, not difficult to talk about or not difficult to memorize. Connor did have the crowd behind him the whole time. By any chance, did you hear the Kanamis chants, Joe? Do you remember I was saying that last week? Yeah, because I thought it's Connor Mills, but in French, that LL is more like an E. So instead of Connor Mills, it's Kanamis.
Yeah.
And
when it happened during the show, I instantly thought of when you brought it up because remember you saying a couple of times during the show, so it was pretty funny to hear that.
Keeping it light, it was hard hitting as any Manders match should be, but winner here, Connor Mills. Anissa, how did you feel about this match?
I enjoyed it. I felt like they had really good chemistry, both of them in the ring. I like Connor. He kind of gives me a very kind of like a Zack Sabre Jr. when it comes to his kicks. That's what he kind of gives me. But I honestly like the hard hitting. Overall, I enjoyed this match, even though it was 11 minutes. I felt like it was the chemistry. I think they should do it again, but do like a 30-minute match.
Joe, I'm going to break in just for a second and say it's funny. Anissa, you were talking about how he looks like Zack Sabre Jr. I got that too. And I think part of it is the body size, like the way not size, but the way his body is built. He has that Zack Sabre Jr. build to him. So it's funny you mentioned that because that's the same thing my wife had said that's like Zack Sabre Jr. like.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. It's kind of funny. Joe, how you feeling over there, bud, about this match?
Yeah, no, Connor definitely impressed me, but I want to focus more on Manders just for this match because, again, I just feel like we say this over and over again. One of the most dependable guys on the indies right now. You know you're going to get a good match out of him. I think I said this a lot, but I'm going to keep saying it. I think they missed the boat here, not putting the belt on him in Iowa. But I do think Manders is the type of guy where you can revisit that month down the line, 2 months down the line, and he still won't lose steam. But I'm going to die on that hill that they missed the boat there with not putting the belt on him in Iowa.
Annie Wren, welcome. They said they did a long and tougher match on Rev Pro last year. Ooh, so that might be worth looking up if there's something out there to see. Also, that was when Manders was really on the come up that year. So that might be
they
some
always
good
have these crazy, like, just like they always kind of like teach us a little bit. I really like that, man.
On to our next match. We have a BZW Tag Team Championship 3-way match. This is the team Rivality. I hope I said that right. I wanted to say Rivality, but I guess the way they say it there is Rivality. Don't kill me. Versus Mao and Yoshihiko versus Jeffrey, John, and Jimmy Lloyd. I should have bought some caffeine with me. Okay, Mao and Yoshihiko last seen at GCW on July 30th, 2025. That was during the Kurikan Hall show. Rivality, so much fun singing Who Let the Dogs Out. MBM looked like French Joey Janela and could have been fun in a tag team. Great wrestler here. I'm actually big on any team that wants to come out and just go with Who Let the Dogs Out. I don't even care if they're great wrestlers. Just come out to that happy ass little song. I'll sing it every time. Instant 5-year-old all over again. Jeffrey John had a good reaction from the crowd. His tope that broke through the fan barrier got a good reaction. Later, Ultima Sombra broke through as well. I honestly think breaking the barriers apart would be a fun game the wrestlers would play over there. Everyone fought to the outside. Jeffrey was getting choked out by Yoshihiko outside the arena. Rivality gets the pin on Yoshihiko, and those are our new BZW Tag Team Champions. I'll throw it over to you, Anissa. How did you feel about this match?
I was entertained the whole time. I absolutely love that they were outside. And we saw Mao, do a flip off the van. And then his partner flipped off the truck, landed on Jimmy. I thought it was all great. I thought it was great.
What about you, Joe?
Watching it.
I know I said this before, but I absolutely love Yoshihiko. I think it's one of the most creative things in wrestling. We talk about being a little too serious, but if you're a wrestling fan and you can't enjoy that, like question you a little bit, right? But you mentioned the choking spot. To me, that was so well done because I think people don't realize like how much of a creative person that is doing it has to be, right? That it's getting choked. It has to be able to make it look legit. So to me, that was very well done by Jeffrey there. So shout out to him for that. And this match was just pure chaos, right? There were just bodies everywhere. Like you mentioned, jumping off the van and the truck. It was just like a crash test derby in the ring, and I absolutely love that. So shout out to everyone here. And Who Let the Dogs Out? I could play that on repeat 1,000 times, John. So I agree.
What is that head wrapped called? Big Capadon says it's a babushka. Babushka. Love it. Okay, here. Was there anything else about this match either of you wanted to mention before we moved on?
Can we tell Brett we need to see?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say mine was about. I just wanted to see more Yoshihiko in GCW. Sorry, we keep cutting over each other.
It's the delay. It happens. And what about you, Miss Anissa? How are you? And what do you think about this match?
I thought it was great. Bring everyone over to America.
Oh, that's what we're talking about right there. Brett was saying there is a possibility maybe we could consider BZW for the collective next year. I like that idea a lot. Yeah, I feel they've earned it. All right, on to our next match here. We have KJ Orso versus Ricky Sosa. I wrote here that KJ was booed heavily. I cannot talk tonight, guys. Sosa's entrance had fans eating out of the palm of his hand in all the best ways. This match felt like the ultra face versus the ultra heel. The pace was slower than an indie match and more in line with TV wrestling. A lot of showboating between move sequences early. When it's two wrestlers like this, I think it works well. KJ had interference from someone. It was a BZW person. Unfortunately, I did not catch a name, but with this interference came a KJ roll up for the win here. So our winner was KJ Orso. And let's go to Joe first on this one. How are you feeling about this match, Joe?
John, I feel a little slighted here. Our notes for this match are very, very similar here.
Okay.
I mentioned the play into the crowd a lot because that to me just stood out as like you said, more of a TV match than a indie match. I also wrote that I felt like both of these guys just looked like stars the second they came out during their entrance. Sosa and just his entrance. It's legendary now in social media world, so it was cool to see that. And then a spot. I don't know if I heard it wrong, so correct me if I'm wrong, guys. But I thought there was a spot in the match where the crowd was chanting "Fuego," and
yes,
they looked at the crowd and said, "That's not my name." Like it was such a simple spot, but like it just to me like just amplified KJ's character even more. So that really stood out to me. But overall, I really enjoyed this match, and I think you said it before, John. Enjoy KJ while you can, because it's not going to be much longer.
No, you can feel it. Anissa, how did you feel about this one?
I enjoyed it. It showed me that KJ can actually wrestle on his own without any help, but unfortunately we saw the help. I had high hopes that KJ didn't need the help of this match until we saw that he needed the help, and I was like, oh man, like I had some high hopes there. But seeing Sosa is always fun. I enjoy watching him. The great, I don't know, I feel like they had great chemistry.
I think they did too. And again, I felt like this was more of a TV match between the both of them. And I think at the level these two are at, it's probably best they have this style of match,
Yeah, it's only a matter of time.
Let's move on to our fourth match. This was a GCW World Championship three-way match. It was between Atticus Kogar, Drew Parker, and Viper. It's a touch under 12 minutes long. Welcome back, Drew Parker. Last seen on GCW TV at NGI 10. He did have a jersey appearance since then, but on GCW TV, NGI 10. There were barbed wires, skewers, darts, chairs, trash can lids, a pane of glass. This was the GCW match I felt that the French fans came for. I almost forgot Parker was in the match during a solid 5-7 minute stretch. He was on the outside there. I think it was really cool to see Atticus and Vipers really just go at it. There was an unbreakable pane of glass at the end of the match that haunted all 3 participants. But our winner and still the GCW World Champion, Atticus Colgar. And to finish the story, Atticus put Vipers through that glass pane after the match. The fans deserved it, and they popped for it. How do you guys feel about this one? Whoever wants to go first.
I'll let ladies first.
There you go.
Okay. I didn't realize a dream match like this would be on my radar. Absolutely had fun. We have two, in my opinion, two of the greatest deathmatch wrestlers of this generation, Atticus Colgar and Drew Parker. And Vipers is coming up as a deathmatch wrestler. And I think she absolutely nailed it. And it shows that Vipers can hang with these guys. And I loved the spot where she got her revenge back by, giving Drew Parker a dart to the mouth and Atticus his skewers. So I thought this match was absolutely wonderful. I loved it. I love deathmatch wrestling. So 10 out of 10 for me.
And any other night, this would have been a main event on any other show.
Agree.
Yeah.
How about you, Joe? What you feeling on this one, bud?
So originally this was supposed to be tag team match, so when the bell rang and there was no Gage, I was initially a little disappointed, I'm not going to lie. But then when I realized the 3 that were in this, I was like, this match is going to be fire. So no Gage is all right. I'm not going to lie. Seeing Parker take the darts to the cheek still gets me a little squeamish. I love deathmatch. That to me still gets me sometimes. I'm still not okay with that. And then I also put here that the ending you had mentioned, John, with Atticus putting Vipers through that glass after the match was over. To me, it made her almost feel like a bigger deal than when she walked in, because to me, it almost said like, even though Atticus won that match, he still viewed her as a threat to his title. And so he had to take her out even a little bit more after the match was over to kind of let her know who he is and what he was about. So to me, it made her even a bigger star.
And I felt like Drew Parker stepping out of the way gave Colgar and Vipers a little chance to maybe even set up a small storyline or a feud down the road. Maybe
if she wins something. And then...
I hope so.
See, now, Joe, you and I are on the same page. I think this is setting up Atticus and Vipers down the road, assuming Vipers wins TOS.
Yes, for sure. Because hasn't it been in the past, like TOS, and then a lot of times in the past, you get a title match, right? Isn't that usually how it is? But they haven't really said that this time around, so that's why I was like, is that still a thing?
I don't know. Does TOS get an automatic championship shot? Does anybody know?
I felt like in the past it did. I could be mistaken.
I'm stumped on that one. I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
I don't.
We'll have to get an answer to that one.
The year, and I could be have my dates here wrong, but the year. Let me look it up before I say anything, and then I'll come back. Let me do some research first before I incorrectly speak here.
Screwball says they don't think there's been an announced formal prize for the winner yet.
Okay.
So it's possible. Okay, then let's go into match 5. Shotzi Blackheart versus Corey Zero. Big cheers from the crowd for Corey Zero. Welcome to GCW also. 3 years in the business, 3 championships won in her career, currently holding 2. The NLW Women's Championship, 204 days in running, and the Fury Championship, 373 days in running, just a touch over a year. Now, once the match settled in, there were actually dueling chants back and forth. They fought outside the ring and into the venue for a short amount of time. I wrote here a decent match. Something that I was seeing in this match in Bapaume and also in Milan was that both European sets of fans tend to know Shotzi from WWE. That's what I'm seeing here very much, is that WWE influence is definitely being shown in the fandom. So Joe, you want to go first on this one? How'd you feel about Shotzi and Corey?
Sure. So originally when Corey came out, again, I'm not the biggest in the European wrestling, so I wasn't too familiar. But then when her music hit and I seen the presentation, just felt like a big deal to me, right? Like Watch the Throne, Jay-Z, like that to me is my stuff. So I instantly became like entertained. And then when they said her age and stuff like that, at just 23, and she was able to hold her own with Chauncey, considering what she's done in the business, said a lot about who she is and what she's going to be. The one thing I put here was that it's someone you could absolutely see on a major televised roster in the future. That to me kind of came through more than anything. So shout out on a huge opportunity like that, and it's on a GCW card to show out, and I'm interested to see the future for her.
How about you, Anissa?
It was honestly great to see people that you don't normally see on American television of, how do I say this, like on the internet of Triller TV or GCW. So I absolutely really enjoyed this match. I would like to see Corey in America and have her face more American women wrestlers or male wrestlers in general. I feel like she has a lot of potential out in America, the way she wrestled Shotzi. So, I feel like there's some high hopes for her in the future.
And just the way things are, a lot of people don't really know that there's only a couple major companies sprinkled throughout France, Italy, Germany. You know what I mean? And they're not as big as people think. Brett was saying this, like Japan, it's the size of Illinois. You know what I mean? That's just one of our 50 states here. And that's not thought about. But over in France, like BZW is it. SAJ is it in Italy. So anybody that you see out of these larger, I won't call them territories, but the only way to really say it is a territory. Anybody who rises from that, bring them to America, do whatever you can. And I'm right there. Corey's just another one. Throw him on the pile. If we can see him over in America, I'd love to see it. Anything else on this one before we move on? Sweet. All right. On to our sixth match. It was for the DDT Universal Championship, a three-way match. We had Kazuma Sumi versus Gringo Loco versus Leeds Lewis. Welcome back, Kazuma Sumi. Last seen on April 19th at the Collective. That was during the DDT TJPW GCW show. This is Leeds' debut. This match was their 24th match in their career ever. So they're just getting off the ground. Everyone was impressive, especially that finisher. I wrote here that Sumi can come back to GCW anytime. Our winner in this one, Kazuma Sumi. That's probably one of the most fun names to say, but also a hard name to say. Anissa, how would you like to feel about, how do you feel? My goodness, I'm done for the night. Joe is now our new host. Anissa, how is this match in your eyes?
I absolutely had fun watching this match. I mean, I feel like with Gringo Loco, he doesn't ever have a bad match. And to have him face off with Kazumi.
Kazuma Sumi.
Kazuma?
I know, I'm like, maybe Zuma is a way to, or Sumi. Yeah, you're in LA. Sumi is like definitely a word out there.
Well, I'm pretty much like 35 minutes away from LA. But
okay.
I am in LA. I thought this match was absolutely fun. His 24th match and against Gringo Loco. And this person's going, I don't know, he's going to go far. I don't know. Just so much fun, exciting, something new that I felt like we haven't seen, the multiple DDTs that he did. And I'm like, oh my goodness. Like, I was in awe.
What about you, Joe? How you feeling?
Yeah, I absolutely love DDT, the way they're able to incorporate sometimes comedy and serious wrestling into one. To me, it's one of the better promotions out there. Um, a huge fan. I can attest both of you guys said, huge fan of Gringo Loco. Don't think there's a bad match he's been in. Can wrestle in any kind of style, and this weekend really showed it. And we'll talk about that for the next show also. There was a sequence early in the match between Zumi and Gringo where Zumi did back-to-back tilt-a-whirls, and it really seemed to get the crowd like into the match finally, and the crowd popped a lot, so that was really cool to see. And then Lewis to be doing it for less than a year and to be in the ring with these two guys and hold your own is so impressive to see. Big things from this guy definitely in the future. But I came away needing to see more of Zumi in any genre of wrestling because he is so entertaining, and I'm just gonna have to absorb more and more of this guy now because I'm a fan.
They need to change their name. I want to say Zumi. And I think that's a great special move or something like the Zoomies. I think would be a great move. So someone's going to come up with it.
If it becomes a regular, we'll just say KS.
Oh, I love it.
There
I
we
love
go.
the idea.
Make it easy.
Our seventh match. This is for our main event. This was the BZW Championship match. Trent Seven versus Joey Janela. I'm going to keep this one short. 27 minutes and 27 minutes. Let's do this. Welcome to GCW Trent Seven. 17 years in the business, 667 matches to his name, a 28-time champion, currently holding 5 championships. He's a BZW champion, 79 days, Rise champion, 149, Infinite World champion, 191, the OTT European champion, 219, and the North Tag Team champion with Clint Margera, 324 days in running. He's also ranked number 324 in the 2025 PWI 500. I'll keep it simple here. You know, Joey, this was a solid match through and through. A very worthy main event, as only Joey will deliver us here. But, I've heard of Trent Seven. I don't know how much I've actually seen of his work, but he sold me in this match here. So I can kind of say that, if anything. Anissa, how did you feel about our main event, Trent Seven versus Joey?
It's my first time seeing Trent Seven, and I really like his name because it's very flirtatious. Solid match. I think you put any, I feel like in today's world of wrestling with Joey, you can put him with anybody and he will give you an absolute 10 out of 10 match. He will give you what you want to see. And I think Trent Seven is very fun to watch. I really hope we do get to see him a lot more collabed with GCW, Trent Seven and, the whole company, because this now, and to me, it opens eyes on other companies out in Europe that we possibly don't know. Like myself, I didn't know what BCW was until I watched GCW in France. So yeah, I absolutely had fun watching this match.
I wanted to put this in right here. Clown said, when did Trent turn into the dad from Boondock Saints? Hey, he made it work.
Yeah.
How'd you feel about this one, Joe?
So first, I didn't realize he was that low in the 500. I mean, Trent is a hell of a wrestler. I think a little bit higher. So next year, PWI, higher. But I said going into this match, I expected it to be hard hitting with the styles involved. What we got exceeded my expectations. I put that there was one spot in particular where it like really made me pop. It was when Joey was going for the kick and Trent caught his leg and kind of flipped him over, and Joey landed on his neck sideways. Joey sold that so good. I really thought he did something to his neck there and was really hurt. And so props to Joey there. And I loved him selling his knee the entire match, right? Like early in the match, Trent kind of was focusing on the knee and he sold it the entire rest of the match. So I loved that. Trent won, but it was way more back and forth than I was even expecting. 27 minutes of back and forth. So overall, 27 minutes felt way shorter than that. Props to these guys. And we say it every show, but flowers to Joey. He needs it. Flowers to Joey. Flowers to Joey.
They can't say they didn't give us a main event, number one. And number two, Trent's another one now that I see that if he's injected into a card anywhere, he's going to give us a solid match. And I think that's really important on the indie scene, is just getting a good quality, solid match in, you know? So he's one of those ones that just like Connor and a couple others here, I'm hoping that GCW has a chance to just pick him every now and then and put him in our shows, you know?
Mustache Mountain.
Right. Okay, so we actually went through BZW, GCW way quicker than expected. So I will ask you, is there any other comments, anything else you wanted to mention about this show in France from night one?
I think, I
hope they go back.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah, this was trip number 2 for GCW, and I feel like they have a really solid relationship. Brett was really happy with his trip and how he was treated by his hosts overall. So, and if he's happy enough to say maybe the collective, then I have a feeling we'll see them back, see him over there again, and maybe SAJ again, and maybe WXW out of Germany would be a nice little addition there. Hold on, sorry. If anybody heard my phone go off, we just had an Amber Alert out here in Vegas.
Oh, I was going to say, is everything all right then? I heard that emergency alert.
Yeah, that was, yeah. That's sad.
Yeah, that is. The only question
yes.
I had, John, before we move on to the next show was, if I'm not mistaken, this show was originally supposed to be live, correct? Something happened with the event or something, just so we can let the fans know what was happening?
So I think just like always, the plans are to be live. The issue at hand, I believe, was that the venue wasn't equipped to give a strong signal that could be, you know what I mean? It might be patchy at points or whatnot. And then we're all trying to sit down, you know, and, you know, you won't be able to see half the show because it's going in and out. So they felt it was better to just get everything down on the stream, you know, and go from there. As far 200 light tubes have gone missing in May. Oh boy. Oh, the alert is canceled. Sorry. Screwball's also in Las Vegas here, so he must have gotten the same. No, that's good news.
Yeah,
that's great news. Somebody
wrestling and emergency alerts all in one.
Well, there we go. That's good. Look at that. Some good news for the night right there. Reed said, I feel that BZW France wasn't represented enough on the show compared to SAJ Italy with matches like this and Connor, but they were fun. So Reed sounds like he's looking for more newer names on the show like SAJ. For me, I like the mix that was on the French show. Reed, I love you. I like the mix that was on the French show a little more because I felt like there were more names that I knew, whereas the SAJ show, I felt like I was learning a ton of new names. And sometimes that's not always easy to watch at first. You really do like to have those names that you know. I don't know. Is there anything else on this one you wanted to mention?
Well, just to kind of echo what you said, right? I think what you just said came through in that KJ match where a huge part of the match, and you're like, there was a guy who I was not sure of his name, and so you didn't know the backstory there, but it was a huge focal point of the match. So that gets a little hard to kind of sink your teeth into when you don't really know the backstories of what's going on.
Yeah. All right. Well, we went through that in 41 minutes. And for us, most people know that's pretty damn quick.
And there was 3 of us.
Yeah. And 3 of us. This is unheard of. Okay. So we're at a point right now where we're only 41 minutes in. Do you want to take a break or we keep rolling into show number 2? And we'll maybe take a break after show 2.
Let's keep rolling.
Keep freaking rolling. Anissa, how are you?
I'm just going with the flow.
There we go. The drugs are kicking in. Let's keep rolling.
The drugs are kicking in. Love it.
A little bit. Oh man. Yeah. Edibles are the way to go anymore. That's another story for another day. SAJ and GCW live in Milan. This is from Centro Sport Casate in Milan, Italy. And I'm not sure I said that right. All respect to the people of Italy. Sorry. Now, Italy is GCW's 7th country that they've unlocked. Both European dates were sold out. Brett said that he also really did like Milan. I wrote here that fans were great, lively, and loud. They did not let up throughout the whole show. The acoustics in the building were good. Everything I've heard from ownership to production to talents loved both BCW and SAJ that weekend. Now, I'll get straight to the point. I hope GCW comes back to SAJ. Credit to SAJ team for tremendous hosting and making sure people show up for GCW's debut. I wanted to just mention here that Brett had said that he really trusted SAJ with putting the matches together because Brett really didn't know any of that talent. So he was trusting, SAJ to kind of put those matchups together. And I think they did a damn good job. Whoever wants to go first on that one. Any thoughts on Milan?
I loved the location. It was really cool to watch during the match. That huge overhang roof, the way it was, so that was pretty cool to see. And I think one of the comments right here, Squash the Jobbers, great name for a promotion, right? It's unique, right? So I enjoyed that. So yeah, overall it was a fun show, and I do see what Reed kind of mentioned earlier in the show about this was more focused on the local talent with GCW talent sprinkled in, rather the other show was flipped. So it was interesting to see both dynamics this weekend.
Anissa, I'm so sorry if I accidentally cover you up partially with the people's comments coming up on the screen. Yeah, I know. Let's just cover the guest. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Actually, let's do this. Boom, you're the star right now. Here we are. Okay.
Yeah,
here.
with my internet being laggy.
Hey, that's okay. Actually, your internet's much better right now than it was earlier. I feel like we can hold a really good conversation now. So you're doing good.
Okay, gay.
Let's see here. Okay, our first match, SAJ Combat Championship. This was a 6-way scramble match. It was between Goro, Flamingo, G Sharp, Irene, Jeffrey John, and Rust. Now, I want to say something. I believe Irene was not that. It was like Irene or something. So if I say it wrong, I'm so sorry. But I think the chants were Irene. I'm so terrible. Nobody hold me to. I have all love in here. I just don't have the brain and the tongue to do this. Outside of G Sharp and Jeffrey John, everyone else was new here to the GCW television. Jeffrey is loved in Europe. I wanted to say that more than I expected, and I'm happy about that. Flamingo took the babushka off, and everybody tend to love the fact that Jeffrey had another one on underneath. I wrote here that Goro's young. He has a great snap to his moves. Looking forward to seeing what he has ahead. And I put that all the others, unfortunately, kind of fell into the background. That would be Rust and Goro. No, yeah, Flamingo I saw a lot of, but Goro and Rust, I felt like they really went to the background. Our winner here was our champion, Goro. Between Anissa, Joe, which one of you would like to go first on this one? It was a scramble.
Yeah, I can go first here. Yeah, like you said, it was a scramble. It was definitely action packed. I'm not even gonna lie and say I knew a lot of these guys because I did not. But it's a scramble you know and love from GCW. I was impressed with Jeffrey here. I know we've seen him a lot more, but for him to be one of the few faces I knew, I kind of focused in on him more during this match, and he impressed me. So that was cool to see kind of him get his chance to shine when it doesn't always happen in GCW. You know, he's kind of like one of those names in the scramble, so it was cool to see that. But overall, impressive guys I would like to see more of, but definitely got to catch up more with my European talent.
What do you say, Anissa?
I agree. I have to catch up on my European talent too, but it also is a good thing in a way because positively, I'm seeing new eyes and new faces and new future talent in professional wrestling. So I think overall, I enjoyed the match. It was a fun scramble. I love that they brought a woman into the scramble because it's always fun to see some intergender wrestling in GCW. So overall, I thought it was a solid, 10 out of 10. Fun match to start off, actually, to start off the show. So it gives the crowd a little more energy and get them pumped up and ready for the rest of the show.
And learning new names is the spirit of independent wrestling, you know, just any new names, any new faces, bring them on. I think we said last year it was over 500 names we'd mentioned on this show. So yeah, it gets thick quick. On to our next match, KJ Orso versus LG. I wrote here the Fuego chants reached all the way to Europe. LG's entertaining, easy to get behind, doesn't need a mic to get over. He's creative and has great facial expressions. He reminds me a lot of, I think it's Mao, where he's just so expressive in the face. He doesn't have to know your language. What he shows you up here is universal. And I feel like LG's the type where you could drop him in the middle of America and people are going to absolutely understand the act he gives you. And Anissa, would you like to go first on this one?
Yeah, I thought it was a great match. Again, I had high hopes of KJ just doing it on his own, but of course he needed the help. And I'm like, come on, man, I don't know. I just have high hopes of KJ not needing help. But yeah, no, I thought it was a solid match.
How do you feel, Joe?
Yeah, again, KJ can't praise him enough. I think he just keeps proving why he's one of the best heels in wrestling. One thing I wrote during this match was it's like crazy to me that a little less than maybe a year or so ago, he was a huge baby face in a mask, and in a short period of time he was able to just strip that away and play this villain role so good, which is very refreshing to see. I put one of my favorite spots in this match was when KJ hit the spear in the corner and then immediately called the camera over to him and put the corner. That was really well done. It was, again, like you said, TV wrestling, you know, like it's kind of what you would see on there. I thought the atmosphere for the match was great. And then I also put that LG sold some of KJ's matches like a pro. That finisher and the way he sold it at the end there, just $1 million and just made you feel like, you know, KJ's finisher could put anybody out. So overall, I want to see more of LG because he really put KJ over here.
Now, Anissa, I'm going to go back to you for a second here. You are big on making sure that your heel, specifically KJ, stands strong on his own. Do you think that that's because it would make him a bigger threat if he didn't need the help?
No, I just think that him being a heel, I don't know. I just feel like with him particularly, he doesn't need help. I don't know what it is, but I feel like he doesn't need the help with anyone. I feel like he could just stand on his own as a heel. But I understand it at some point. You know, heels, they always need someone to help them, right? But I don't know, something about KJ and the way he has grown on me as a heel within this past year. To me, he can stand on his own. It doesn't mean that it makes him weak or anything, but I don't know. I just think that you know, I don't know.
I'll help you.
It's hard to explain.
No. I got you. I think what you're saying here is he's a complete performer all around, on the mic, in the ring, out of the ring, the whole, he's got that all down. He is at a place where he doesn't need that. I think that's what you're saying here is it's, you know, you're putting training wheels on a kid who's rode a bike for 6 years. You know?
Right.
So it's a little too much. Now, yeah, exactly. I know what they're shooting for. I want to always be the weakling, the wimp, you know, the what's a good word for it? The damn, there's always a word for it. I can't think doesn't matter. This is one of those nights where I can't think of the words.
You just can't stop thinking about TOS. We get it.
I can't believe I can't think of the name. Like the shit something heel. It doesn't matter. Wow, what a night tonight, guys. This is Joe, you're seeing an interesting night tonight. And this, as far as you know, this is amazing. Let's go into our third chicken shit heel. That's what I was looking for.
There you go. I knew the second you said let's move on, it was going to pop in.
Of course. Okay, on to our third match. This is the SAJ Openweight Championship. Gringo Loco versus Lupo. Now, the Italian fans loved Gringo Loco. Now, I saw Lupo and actually thought it was Flamingo from earlier and had to check my notes. I kid you not. Lupo used his belt. Minutes later, he used a chain and was pushing around the ref. I'll make it quick here. Gringo Loco won via DQ. The fans did not like the ending. This was definitely not a GCW ending, more or less an SAJ ending here. We don't do DQs very often at GCW. But I just have to ask, after Gringo got this win, what was your feelings, Joe?
So I've said this was a different feel than a typical Gringo match. It wasn't as fast paced and high moving. It was a little bit more slower and harder hitting, which was cool to see. Different style of Gringo. I said I really enjoyed the storytelling of this match, especially the ending, because it let both wrestlers still look important, or not lose any of their. For example, Lupo loses belt or Gringo loses momentum, and both guys still came out looking strong. So I really enjoy that. And even though it's not our typical GCW ending, I think from time to time it's needed, because what is Gringo going to do? Defend the belt in Europe, right?
Yeah.
I mean, so I enjoyed that aspect. The only thing I would say is, sometimes I would rather have less title matches when it's an American versus a European, just because sometimes it kind of becomes a little predictable, because that 9 out of 10 it's not going to come here and be defended here. So it's like, it's going to happen. It's just a matter of how it's going to happen.
Anything else on this one between the both of you? All right, then we will move.
For me, I thought it was fun.
Oh my gosh, I forgot to ask you. Jesus.
Sorry. It's okay.
Anything else?
I thought it was fun. Yeah. So I thought it was fun match. It was a different. I don't know. It was a different vibe, not a type of wrestler that we usually see Gringo wrestle against.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy this different side of Gringo, and I feel with Gringo we get he's more of a hybrid wrestler. I feel like with any person you put him with, he really mixes in with that person's style. So I mean, I thought this was a perfect opponent for Gringo for this show.
I think I'm following you there too, where it feels like Gringo can punch with his left hand and his right hand. Was there anything else about this match between Gringo and Lupo? All right, rock and roll. On to our next one. We have Vipers versus Shotzi Blackheart. I wrote here again, Italian fans were more familiar with Shotzi because of the WWE television. There was great fighting outside the ring, a good job balancing that wrestling inside and both outside the ring. I do like that Vipers matches and Shotzi matches tend to go to the outside more often than not. There's something about just extending the ring to the fourth row. It's kind of exciting, Also, if you're really cramped in a seat, it's nice to have the seats moved around so you could try to make a little extra room once everybody sits down again. Fat guy things. Our winner in this one was Vipers. I want to ask you, Anissa, how did you feel about the Vipers Shotzi Blackheart match?
I love it. I hope they continue to wrestle again and again and again. I feel that they really connected. It's not often you see two women just make magic in the ring. And I feel like these two women really made magic in the ring. And it made me feel like they both uplift each other and show the world that them two are pretty much the very, dominant. We saw both women that are very dominant in the ring, and I like that they go outside and they're participating outside and bringing the crowd in and letting them enjoy and see it really up close. And they are up close. They are seeing it more personal. But yeah, I would love to see them have a match again. Hey, I mean, honestly, I would like to see them tag team.
Yeah.
You know,
Ooh,
I think they would really be absolutely fun as a tag team. And hopefully GCW puts them as a tag team and we get to see them win some GCW tag team gold.
Clown said this weekend has set up Viperous as the favorite for TOS. Does that sound right to everyone else?
Who keeps? I feel like there's like 2 podcast hosts that just keep saying that. I don't know who, John.
What's a good way to put it? Okay, yeah, Viperous right now when it comes to females in the death match is just, one of the top of the food chain. But here's the thing, like, just take the word female out of it.
Yep.
One of the top right now, the food chain going, especially on the rise. And as I am sometimes tough on intergender wrestling, if it's not as believable, Viperous makes everything believable. And Viperous's work goes beyond female male kind of those lines get blurred in the best of ways. And that's what I like about any type of intergender wrestling is when those lines are blurred so well. It's just a show, and I really enjoy that. And here we are again where Viperous and Shotzi could have very well been a main event on any show on any other weekend. And here they are. They're lucky enough to get it mid-card. Lucky Italian fans, I'll put it that way.
Well,
how'd you feel?
Well, yeah, I love the spot where the fan had the Italian flag, and it was TCB taking care of business, and she used it to choke out Viperous. That was a pretty cool spot to me. And I also put the chairs never stood a chance in this match. I think I saw quite a few chairs with some broken legs after they threw them into the crowd. So that was pretty funny to see. I said I feel like a broken record at this point, but the rocket just keeps getting more and more fuel. And by rocket, I mean the one that's strapped to the back of Viperous, right? Like, I feel like since Ashes to Ashes, she's had a rocket strapped to her back and is just been a steady climb up the food chain. And then I said she's continues to prove why she's one of the hottest competitors in the roster right now. This was a huge win for Viperous heading into TOS.
Sorry, I had my golden retriever down here playing around at my feet. I don't know if you saw a head pop out of my camera just for a second here. Okay. No, you didn't see anything?
No.
Okay. Well, if she comes by again, we'll all get to say hi to Lucy. All right, here, our GCW World Championship. This was our 5th match out of 7. Atticus Kogar versus Mirko Mori. Italy really wanted Atticus, and they let that be known loudly as he came through those curtains. Mirko has tremendous support also, speed and agility. The outside fighting between both was good, making a sport out of making chairs fly everywhere. This match was the first of the night to get a "This is awesome" chant. Good job, guys. Maury spit liquid into the ref's eyes, and now we have a no rules match. Fans went nuts for the skewers. Atticus goes for the pin, and there's no referee. Scarlett Donovan comes out to count shoulders. Atticus makes Maury eat multiple finishers and retains the title with a pin. So our winner here, and still the GCW World Champion, Atticus Cadetha. And Nissa, how you feeling?
I feel I feel great. I made a video a couple weeks ago about how people need to study Atticus Kogar, especially now if they want to do deathmatch wrestling. I think with Atticus, the way he creates stories when it comes to his videos, I think a lot of people need to study that. He kind of reminds me of a young John Moxley, because John Moxley always came out with a fork, and now Atticus comes out with skewers. It's like their signature weapon. And I truly think with Atticus, he's that champion that's going to put his title on the line any chance he gets. And I think it's very rare right now in wrestling that we're seeing a lot of wrestlers with championships, no matter what company you're at, putting their title on the line. And I think a lot of people don't give Atticus Kogar credit enough of, one, the way he wrestles, his style, the way he cuts promos, and overall putting the title on the line every chance he gets. So I think Atticus doesn't need to prove anymore. I just think he's showing people if you want to be a deathmatch wrestler or a wrestler within that style, you need to study Atticus Kogar. But that's just me.
Wow. No, that's a great point. So he specializes in making, I would say, something out of nothing half the time. You give him a match, he's going to bring some form of art to that match to kind of suck you in and pull you into it and to make it feel special. So I'm actually there with you. I feel like he is overall or all around one hell of a package of art. I don't have a better way to put it. In another world, I would love to see him work for creative at WWE because he's that type that I think he pours ideas. And we've seen where those ideas pour into.
I think he would fit more with AEW.
I think you're right. He would be watered down at WWE. Actually, he would not be allowed to be himself at WWE. I agree with you there.
The only drawback I have with that is I feel like WWE is more storyline driven. So I don't know if Atticus' true mind would be able to be used in AEW because it's not always. A lot of the times AEW allows the wrestling to tell the stories, but I feel with Atticus he's got a mind where like he needs to be able to like give it a chance to like tell stories.
So you're saying like AEW to tell stories for freedom, or you're saying WWE would allow
WWE because I think WWE just because he would have a chance more to tell the story, whereas in AEW the wrestling tells the story a lot of the times. And I think Atticus's mind is kind of like a Bray Wyatt where he needs like more promo base and stuff like that where it doesn't always happen in AEW.
Let's disagree for fun. I honestly think they may let him do more at AEW.
Listen, if they allow him to do it, I think AEW definitely plays because there is no training wheels. I do agree with that there would be no training wheels. I just worry about the amount of time he would get on air to actually tell those stories.
Gotcha. Okay. Interesting. Anissa, you said you agreed with Joe on this one?
Yeah, when it comes to the storyline bases with matching with Bray Wyatt, I agree with that part. But I just think with Atticus' style, it's more AEW based.
Oh, more raw.
Yeah.
Skewers, weapons. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
It's funny though, because we all kind of had the same mindset. Because I actually put in my notes that one thing that stood out to me was Atticus, again, his unique way of telling stories and being able to make something out of nothing. For example, in this match, he used his suspenders as a weapon and choked his opponent out, which is again is making something out of nothing that Atticus always seems to do. But I was a huge fan. It's Mirko pronounced, correct?
Yes.
I became a huge fan of him after this match. I don't know why, but just something about the presentation of him drew me in early on, and I definitely want to check out him more. And then the one other thing I put was the fans in the front row when they did the dive. I hope they were plants because if not, they took. Well, just to be fans sitting in the front row. So I'd be very interested to see if they were plants or if they were actually fans.
I think I saw a couple ringside guys that would go nearby for topes and whatnot, but honestly, that doesn't mean a fan didn't eat shit here and there. That seems to be part of the sport, is to accidentally get injured here and there. You know, it happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, you ain't going home normal if you don't have a little blood or beer or something on you. Like
or tacks in your shoes.
Bro, okay. I actually had to tell my son, I'm like, check your shoes because we're going to go through a metal detector at the airport. And I'm like, check your shoes now because it'll go off.
Going through the metal detector at the airport, and they're like, why do you have tacks in your shoes at the airport? And your excuse is, I was at a wrestling show. TSA looking like you had 1,000 heads.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what I'm wondering about a lot of the wrestlers, like their shoes. I see a lot of them, they come out with their gear. They have tacks in the bottom of their boots. And I'm like, how the hell they get that through the airline? You know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. It's funny because the one tournament, I forget what it was in AC, it was like a Tuesday, right? And I'm walking. I'm like, why does my heels keep clicking? So I'm at work and I go to the bench and I take my shoe off. I look at the bottom of my shoe. There's like 10 tacks on my shoe from a Saturday. It's now Tuesday and I'm just picking them out of my shoe. So I definitely know what you mean there, John.
Yeah, I always get them in LA. Anissa, you probably get one every now and then.
No, I've never had one
Oh.
before.
You need to find one and just step on it to be part of the crew, you know?
Don't wear
Yeah,
Crocs.
No Crocs.
I've learned out the hard way. I wore Crocs to a show and there was heavy tacks and it went through my Crocs and I felt the brunt of the tacks.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ouch.
You got attacked in your Crocs.
Yeah.
All right. So
That's
this is
funny.
match number 6 out of 7. We have Murak versus Joey Janela. Joey was having a blast throwing every curse word and thought that he had in his head onto the fans. You could just see that's how he was. He just picked up the mic, it's fuck you, and then just put it back down again. He wrote here, there he said out loud, the only reason I'm back in Italy is because Brett Lauderdale made me come here. And the fans are chanting, shut the fuck up. Janela has been sticking with the heel role since Collective, and I think if he's putting over talent, I actually can't think of a better role here than to maybe go as a heel, and maybe that's why he's stuck with it for right now. I wrote that Murak is very good, and I see why he was chosen for Janela. Both gave us a very full and complete story. Our winner here was Murak, but I don't know if it mattered who won. It was just about the quality of the story we were told, and I felt like they really knocked it out of the park here. What do you guys think?
Do you want to go first?
Sure. Yeah. Joey being on the mic, I think it adds to his heel character. It really, I thought that him being on the mic really helped his opponent when it comes to the crowd. You know, backing his opponent up as the fans did. But yeah, you know, this match was solid. It was fun. It was great. I like the fact that they're showing talent from, you know, the company. And again, I hope we get to see this match again because I had a fun time.
Screwball said, I think tacks are small enough to not get picked up by TSA detectors because I definitely have boarded a flight with tacks in my shoes.
Oh no.
Listen,
So there we go.
I don't know if that's something we should be putting out on the internet right now.
It's all good. It's all good. Oh,
Depends what
man.
airport or all airports.
Yeah, Screwball goes them underground airports. I'm gonna have to...
He used to walk on the tarmac to get onto the plane.
Yeah, oh yeah, he just runs onto one and kind of attaches on the flight. Anything else about Murak versus Joey Janela? I know we're keeping them kind of short because we're getting closer to that TOS.
Yeah, I'll go real fast.
Yes.
I thought kind of both what you said. Joey does a great job of, if you feel like the crowd isn't involved enough, he'll just jump on the mic to kind of rev everyone up to get them on his opponent's side. You know what I mean? To kind of get the heat on him, which is really cool to see. I'm liking. It's been about a year now where Joey's been putting more and more talent over, so I'm liking that. I was shocked though that Joey didn't get the win here, but I'm not mad to see it. I enjoy when he does put over the talent because he's very good at it. Again, flowers for Joey.
Sorry, I was too busy putting the camera on Lucy for a minute there.
They're
people-
more entertaining us anyway, so it's all right.
People on
I was
audio
waiting.
are going to be like, what in the hell is going to happen? What the hell is going on over here?
Yeah.
How'd you feel, Anissa?
It was great.
She went first.
Oh, shit. Man, I need to take up. I'm not a drinker, but I'm about to take up drinking after this show. I don't know what is going on tonight. Actually, I do know.
Baja Blast right there.
I didn't get enough sleep. No, that's the thing. I'm going with regular OG Mountain Dew. I should go with the Baja Blast or the Cherry.
Yeah.
The Code Red.
Are you Blaha blasting 420?
I wish.
Shout out to GCW regular Party Marty with the Baja Blast there.
Love Marty. Wonderful guy.
I think everyone has that reaction for him. I've never heard one person have a negative thing to say about Marty. He's just an overall great human being.
I saw him walking by Collective, didn't have a chance to say hi because it's just so much is always going on.
I didn't even
And,
know he was there, and I was bummed. I'm like, wait, you were there? I could have met the famous Party Marty.
He was having a good time. He was definitely having a good time. The party was strong in Marty.
Yeah, and one of the comments said, "Happy late birthday to party." I actually, told him we're gonna do some shotgun Baja Blast for his birthday this weekend at TOS.
I'm so
GCW did a
jealous.
TOS announcement.
No, I think we're kind of rushing to get to this.
It's okay. I know Brett gave me the information. Let's see here. He's only announced one match. Oh, we've got all four. Well, we're getting there.
Of course, that match though, John.
Yeah. So let's just look at it real quick before we go further. GCW just announced the one match I was saying that might be really crazy. Round 1, Jonathan Gresham versus Masashi Takeda. What? Well, okay. We'll get into that. Let's get this last match in Italy the hell out of the way. We'll take a little 3-minute break and we will Yeah, I know it was good. Right? Okay, so we're not going to have a lot to say about this last match anyway because it was just a 6-man tag team. So we had Team GCW, Manders, Parker, and Lloyd versus Team SAJ. That was Luca Bjorn, Sebastian DeWitt, and Spencer. So I wrote here chaos in the best way. They could have benefited from the Game Changer World split screen, but we didn't have it. That's no big deal. I really, I can't write notes on stuff like this, to be honest with you. That's why I said it was chaotic. I have Parker was covered in blood first. Bjorn was next. Darts are being used. Boards were being broken. Excuse me. Chairs were being broken. A mannequin got involved. Our winners were Team GCW, Manders, Parker, and Lloyd. At the end of this, we had please come back chants. And as far as I know, Jimmy Lloyd got home from Europe. So we'll see how that went.
I can confirm.
So he did get home?
Yeah, I can confirm. I saw him yesterday.
Oh, because last time he was stuck there.
Yes, he was.
Did he lose his bag or something, right?
Yeah, he lost his bag. I think it was in England.
Yeah. It's so messed up that we're laughing at it, but
well, is there anything you wanted to say about this one? Again, it was just chaos. It was our main event.
The only thing I can say is I love the spot where they were all passing the stapler around and they were doing it to Parker and he was just selling the staples. That was a pretty funny moment.
Anything else for you, Anissa, that you want to maybe say before we wrap up Italy?
Yeah, I liked how Jimmy just took I don't know, what is it, a cigarette? Was it a 420? And he just smoked it and blew it in the camera? Whatever it was. I thought that was great. Added to the chaos in the match.
Somebody gave it to Jimmy. Right? Jimmy's going to smoke it.
They had a mannequin's arm at one point.
Yeah, mannequin's arm was involved. We had some wild shit.
Throwing chairs, absolutely great.
The way GCW should be, to be honest with you.
Car crash.
Car crashes are my favorite. Anissa deathmatch fan. Joe, you're a car crash guy too, right?
Oh, absolutely.
The more chaotic, the better.
The bigger the car crash, the better.
The more blood, the better.
Oh yes,
that's what's up.
I think that was a question, John, we had for a bear. Is do you believe in the bloodlust, right?
Yeah, I asked him about the bloodlust culture because there are some people who really get a kick out of it, like a kick out of it. And I asked him, and he didn't understand it at first, but then understood that
I gotta make him a shirt, John.
Really?
I don't know if you remember the comment he made. He said, "Bear Bronson does not kink shame."
Oh, that's right.
Remember, that's his exact words he said. So next time I see him, I give him a shirt. It says, "Bear does not kink shame."
I'm gonna do this. We're going to do a quick 3-minute break. Everybody can just take a breath. And then we're going to get into the news that we all really want to talk about here. That is the upcoming TOS 11. And one announcement has come from GCW, but we have the other 3 matchups from the first round. So if that's okay, we'll take that quick little 3-minute break and we will be back here. Is that okay, guys?
Yep.
All right. See y'all in 3 minutes. Oh, yes. Here we go back for round 2. If you guys are still here, we are sorry. So let's let's talk about what we really wanted to talk about tonight, because this is huge for GCW fans. I'm sitting here looking at 4 first round matches, and we might as well start with the one that has been announced by GCW: Jonathan Gresham versus Masashi Takeda. Okay. Anissa, Joe, who wants to go first? Anissa, you're going first. I saw Joe shaking his head already.
Wow. First of all, this I'm excited.
Yeah.
I am excited. First of all, I'm excited for Gresham to make his debut to GCW, right?
I believe that's the deathmatch debut.
Right? And I'm pretty excited what Gresham is going to show us. Like, what is he capable of doing in a GCW ring? But yeah, I think this is a tough one on who I believe will win, but giving us this first teaser, it definitely hypes up TOS.
Man, what I'm holding back my words. What do you think, Joe?
It's oddly a dream match that I didn't think I ever needed to see or even thought about, but now that I see it, I'm like, I need to see it, right? Like, Jonathan Gresham, arguably one of the best technical wrestlers in wrestling today, going against arguably the best deathmatch wrestler in wrestling today. It's just like a match made in heaven for just the different styles, and then to bring Gresham into Takeda's, playground, to me is what just has my mind going crazy. Like, you always wonder how much a non-deathmatch guy is willing to do, and knowing Brett and GCW, they're not going to allow anyone to kind of half-ass it, especially not in TOS. So I'm pretty sure Gresham is ready to go all in. And this match, I'm excited to see how the octopus is going to fare when he's getting cracked over the head with a tube or something, right? So let's see if those limbs can really regenerate with a light tube cracking you with Takeda. So
With Gresham, I'm putting on my Booker hat for a minute. I look at Redacted, Murphy, Viperous, Danger, Sicko, Nino Extremo. I feel like Gresham would be, I think Takeda is the best person to put up against Gresham in a way that probably is the safest also. So we're talking 2 of the top in their own respective rights. Gresham as, the wrestler, and Takeda as a deathmatch wrestler here. So I've said it now too many times tonight. On any given night, Takeda versus Gresham would be a special, huge main event. And we're getting that in the first round.
this might open the show, John.
You know what? Yeah, I was going to say, Nissa's thinking the same thing. It's going to open the show, huh?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, and Brett likes to start hot. So that very well might be what's going on here. Is he's going to start us out with pure quality, right off the bat, and then after that it'll just be pure fuckery. But at least we have quality in match 1 here. No, I mean, all joking aside, I'm curious to see how far Gresham goes, and I think he's in very good hands with Takeda. So if there's anybody that's going to take him there in this list of 8 names, I feel like Takeda is really the best one to do that with him. Booking wise, Joe, you said that you think Takeda will win this match.
Yeah, we kind of talked about it a little bit off air, but flights are just like, not thinking as a fan for a second, thinking like as someone, who has helped like sponsor some shows and stuff like that. Flights from Japan are expensive, right? Like, it's not a cheap thing to bring someone from Japan. I just can't see GCW paying to bring Takeda over here and losing first round. Like, to me, it's not something you would do feasible, not get your money's worth from. I'm not saying you're not going to get your money's worth. If he loses in the first round, I just see him having a little bit longer of a run just for the price you're paying.
James is asking here, do we know if there's any like question marks or anybody in the tourney? Not that I know of. Brett hasn't mentioned 10 names, 12 names. He stuck to that 8. And when he was even mentioning the last name, he called it the last name. So chances are he has that 8 in stone. And then from there, who the hell knows? Okay, there we go. Someone's coming in with some real information. Val, welcome. Gresham was in CZW World Title Fatal 4-Way Death Match on September 10th at Down with the Sickness against Tremont, Gacy, and Excellent. But this is his first death match tournament. Thank you so much. That's the kind of info we're looking for. Appreciate you very much for that. Screwball says, I think Takeda drops in the final to put over the young gun who wins the tourney. We'll get
there. Don't jump ahead, Screwball. Don't jump ahead.
He's ready. So let's go this route then. Anissa, who wins between Gresham and Takeda?
I think, sorry, I hate to say this, but I really think Gresham is going to eat the pin.
Okay, so Takeda moves on. How do you feel, Joe? I
agree.
Really? So all three of us are taking Takeda in the first round.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. So one of the reasons why I thought Takeda takes the first round and moves on is because I don't know if Gresham's going to really be as useful against a Danger, a Anakin Murphy, an Extremo, whereas Takeda could really bring a lot more out of these younger guys. And it feels like this TOS is really about promoting the younger talent. And also, you're fighting Takeda in a death match tournament. You're already getting the blessing.
Yeah.
So it would be different with Gresham on another day, but in deathmatch world, Takeda, I think, is the way to go here with the win.
Well, John, just to further what you say, right? Like for these young guys, like Gresham is a legend in his own right, but like fighting Takeda in a deathmatch tournament does more for your deathmatch career than fighting Gresham would, right? So I just look at it from that aspect.
Hornswoggle now. Good to see you, Bill Bruno. How's it been, William? Sir. Now, Bill is one of the few that we've had in here a couple times, and one day he accidentally just got muted or kicked. I can't remember, and I remember the whole show came to a halt as we're trying to figure out what the hell happened to Bruno. So it's good to see you in here, Bill. Okay, let's start doing some unannounced matches. Let me see if I have anything here for an unannounced match. What do we have? Do you want breaking news or the air horn?
Air horn.
There. Okay, so first round matchup. This is match number 2. Nino Extremos going head to head against Lil Sicko. Holy mackerel. Let the chat start talking now. Let's do it. Nino versus Lil Sicko. Thoughts on this wild one?
Listen, when the 8 were announced, right? This isn't even a match that kind of popped in my head, right? Because I instantly thought, like, unfortunately, these were 2 guys that you would kind of not say feed, right, to your Dangers and your Viperesses and your Takedas. So I didn't think this was even a possibility that you'd be able to see these 2 guys fight each other. But now one of these guys are guaranteed to go to the second round of TOS, which to me is mind-blowing to say.
Oh, right here too. It says gonna be a local match.
I like what you said there.
Southern Deathmatch boys got something to prove. Yeah, this one's gonna go hard. I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens between these two, because if there's a match, I mean, Danger and Anakin can go wild, but if there's a match where shit's gonna go way wild, this one.
John,
oh wait,
John.
we haven't even. We'll talk about that one here in a second. Shit. This is why Brett never lets me do debuts right here.
Just get it out of the way and then we talk about each match.
Do you want me to just get out of the way who's in the top 4 in those 4 matches?
Yeah, let's get out of the way and then we'll talk about it.
Okay, the first round matchup, that first one we spoke of was Gresham versus Takeda. The second match, fuck you guys. The second match was Nino Extremo versus Lil Sicko. The third first round matchup, Mr. Danger versus Anakin Murphy. And then our final first round matchup, Viperess versus Dr. Redacted. So there we go, guys. Now we can talk free.
You just kind of nonchalantly throw it out there, like, yeah, Danger and Anakin's gonna be crazy.
I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, this is why I'm not allowed with any of the toys. Okay. So yeah, Nino and Sicko, that's probably like the wild card that's gonna go hard here. That's what I'm really looking at seeing. And if it wasn't for Takeda and Gresham, I'd almost say this could be the match of the night. Could be Extremo and Sicko if they just let them fucking fly.
So, but I think that's still true, John. I think Gresham and Takeda will be the most talked about in terms of like social media outside of deathmatch because of the names that it is. But in terms of a spot, this is the match we are probably going to get like that wild spot. And this could also open the show because something is set up already for them, right? Like, I don't know what, but like my mind's going 1,000 places what they're going to be able to do here. So we'll see.
Let me unmute myself. Nino Extremo, a little sick. What is going on? Actually, like I said, I did not get good rest, and I can tell tonight. I'm not as sharp as usual. Who do you think wins this first round match, Anissa?
Well, first I would just want to say Nino Extremo. His name is hilarious. Every time I hear it, I'm like, this name is great. Like, I don't know. I just have fun with his name. I think it's awesome. I kind of want Little Sicko to win.
Yeah.
I enjoyed him one night only when they were in Philly. I thought both of them were very great on that show, but I don't know. I feel like Little Sicko, I don't know, his name just blends with the TOS. So I'm gonna go Little Sicko on this one.
I'm loving looking at chat, giving all their answers now and what's going on. This is awesome. Okay. I think this one goes to Sicko only because he's been around a little longer. Both are going to be getting a GCW push, but Sicko's put in more time at GCW. So I'm thinking if there's anybody that needs to move forward to further who they are at GCW, both need it. But Sicko's more time in at work. You know, he's flipped more burgers at GCW than Nino has. Nino's still on the rise, and he has a lot of, we've heard about him from 100 different directions. So it's just a matter of letting him get his reps in at GCW. And I say Lil Sicko. Joe, what are you thinking here?
I'm gonna be the outlier here. I see what you guys are saying. However, the more I'm seeing Nino, just the more and more impressed I am with him. Again, I know this is like not to Nino because he was announced for a huge tournament last night, and it's exciting to see him more and more places. With that being said, I'm leaning towards Nino just because, as a fan, I love both of these guys, but Nino just won me over so fast, and I'm excited to see where his career goes. But I like both these guys. I'm not knocking Sicko, but Nino is just the things. It's hard to say the things these guys do because they both do crazy stuff, but something about Nino, I don't know. I can't put my finger on it, but he's going to be a future star of, I think, just wrestling overall, not just deathmatch.
Anything else on you, Anissa?
No, I feel like I've said what I said about these two guys, but I'm looking forward to them, duking it out in the ring.
Okay, so we have me on Sicko, Joe, you're on Nino, Anissa.
Sicko.
There we go. So 2 Sicko, 1 Nino. On to this third first round match. Mr. Danger versus Anakin Murphy. Again, just 2 young guys willing to just kill themselves for the art. Who wants to go first on Danger versus Anakin? I'd like to hear what someone has to say.
I'll go first this time. You got to put Danger over here, right? Like, you kind of hinted at it last match. Sicko's flipped more burgers in GCW than Nino. The gap between the amount of burgers Sicko has flipped versus Nino is pencil thin, whereas Danger and Anakin is,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So to me, if we're looking at it that way, I just think Danger's put in the work. He's really evolved, and I'm excited to see this match because they're two guys that absolutely just put their body through the ringer to entertain the fans. So I'm excited to see what they're going to do. But you got to lean Danger here just because of what he's done and how close he's come in the past and stuff.
Okay, Mr. Danger, Anakin Murphy. What do you think, Anissa?
I'm a big fan of Mr. Danger. I enjoy seeing him. He kind of reminds me of a Scotty Vortex. And if you don't know who Scotty Vortex is, y'all got to do a little history, because Mr. Danger is a high flyer deathmatch wrestler. And it's very rare we see, I don't want to say rare, but it's not often we see a deathmatch wrestler who also does high flying like that. So Mr. Danger really gives me a Scotty Vortex vibe, and that's what made me draw into Mr. Danger a lot. Anakin, I thought, did absolutely phenomenal with Matt Tremont. I thought Anakin proved themselves in that match with Matt Tremont a couple GCW shows ago, and I think Mr. Danger is going to win this, but I think it's going to show Anakin can really get himself or themselves involved in deathmatch wrestling. I see Anakin becoming a future well-known deathmatch wrestler.
You're saying Danger for now, but Anakin down the road if this match happened later? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Joe, who wins this one, you said? Danger?
Danger.
Okay, so we're actually, all three of us are taking Danger in this one right now. Interesting. Okay, our fourth first round match and our last one, Vipress versus Dr. Redacted. I'm just going to say, if it wasn't for Vipress's push currently, I'd have Dr. Redacted going into the second round easy. What are your guys' thoughts?
This is a hard one because
Yeah.
Redacted is just so likable, right? Like, just everything about Doctor is just like good human, like good in the ring, like gets over with the crowd so well. But me and John have been bounding this Viper's drum for the past 2 months now, and I'm not gonna switch up a week before because we saw the first round pairing. So I'm keeping that jet going. I'm picking Viper's.
Yeah, me too.
Wow.
I feel that Brett purposely did this to the fans because he probably saw a lot of buzz on social media. People want Redacted. People want Vipers to win. You know, it was between them two from what I saw on social media. And seeing that he decided to put Vipers versus Dr. Redactive, I think he did it on purpose because he saw what the fans were talking about. And I have to go with Vipers. I've seen Vipers here in LA when she was up and coming and doing a darker character to where she is now, really just shows how much of a change she has done and also grown. She's done a couple of things that respectfully didn't really fit her. It did at the time, but I think with where she's going at now and doing, I don't want to call it a gimmick because it's not a gimmick. It's real life. And her, you know, being who she really is as a chola and doing all this, it really shows who she really is. And I finally happy to see that Viper's found who she really is in professional wrestling. But it also shows the growth of where she was, 2018 to now.
And I've been going to LA for at least 3 years now. And I'm with you. Both of us probably remember when Vipress switched from like the Melina character from Hood Slam style over to the LA Chola. And over here on the podcast, the minute that she'd come out and had done the whole LA thing, I'm like, that's fucking, she's locked in. Like that's her. And I'm really surprised no one else tried to lock it down before her. Like, how the hell are you not going to lock down LA?
There was a another women's wrestler that was doing that style, doing the Chola style, but I just feel like Vipress is just really took it to another level.
Yeah, I think this fits this character. I think maybe I'll just put fits her better than the last character.
Because her old character was very like vampire meets Undertaker, so but now it's just I don't know. I want Vipress to win.
The LA variant that she unlocked works. Yeah. How do you feel, Joe? Vipress and Dr. Redacted.
Yeah, again, we're not going to get off the plane now or whatever we're going to because it's a week before, right? So I'm going to stick with Vipress. I will say, and I don't want to stir the pot here at all, but Redacted holds a title in another company. It'd be very interesting to see Vipress, who, GCW has been fully behind for the past 2 months, defeat a champion from another huge company in the first round. To me, that is like eye-opening, right? So the underlining stories here is very interesting.
If you're looking for drama, you just found it, Joe. That's the way to do it right there. You have Vipress take down the American Deathmatch champion in round 1.
Listen, I didn't know if we were allowed to say it, so that's why I was kind of tippy.
Oh, dude. No. Shit flies here. We talk about everything as fans. Oh, dude, no. Like I said, we had DeMonto on here. It's I mean?
I just didn't want to,
No, you're good, brother. You're all good. This is an independent show, more or less. Is it called Pop or Soda in 2026? Let's get this one out of the way.
Soda.
Okay, so where I'm from, it was called Pop. I had to actually change to Soda over time, so I got to go with Soda now. Oh, yep, there's another one, Las Vegas.
I'm from LA. We call it Soda.
Yep, yeah. I feel like Pop is more of a Midwest thing because down south they say Coke. So, okay. We'll move back just for a second before we talk about our little round 2 matchups here. Bill Bruno asks, if it was a 12-entrant tournament like back in 2023, who would your other 4 people be? He said his is Connor Claxton, Reed Bentley, AJ Gray, Angel Metro. Great choices. Who wants to go first?
So we need 4 more names.
4 names coming out of your mouth, whoever you'd like to see. I'll give 1 or 2. Let me do this. I'd like to see Dmitry Alexandrov go in. I did call for Angel Metro. I think right now she's on one hell of a ride. Would not hate seeing her go in.
Last night at CW, she had a bloodbath with Schlacken. I'm going to say a name because he just impressed the show. Anywhere I see him, Phil Insane. That man just bleeds buckets anywhere he goes. Like, I would like to see him. And Eric Ryan, I think he's one of the most underrated deathmatch wrestlers in the world. I just don't think he gets enough love. So I'll put Eric Ryan in that mix.
Anissa, you got anything to say over there?
No, I feel like I need to catch up. A little behind.
Well, see, the thing is, Joe on the East Coast gets to see like all the death matches. He knows all the people and stuff. So it's like he'll come by with some names every now and then. You're like, who? And
if you haven't familiar with Phil, just you gotta look him up. He's an intense character, I'll just say the least, but always bleeds buckets. It's always an entertaining match whenever you see him. There was a match from him in Hoodfoot at a 7 show. Pretty good here in Jersey. So if you have a chance, check that out.
Yeah.
Micro Man. Every week we have a Micro Man somebody. Thank you, WWE.
So I guess
sucks.
opening round, John, would be Micro Man versus Hornswoggle.
Bloodbath. Fucking bloodbath. If they only let him use those little chairs. Remember Microman had those little chairs at one time?
And a mini trash can. Call it a day.
Oh, that fuck, call it a death match. That's what we're doing. Let's see here. Slade, Jameson, Shook, Hoodfoot, Dimitri. Good choices. Slade is another great choice, especially since he's been doing so well at GCW. Haven't seen Hoodfoot in a while. If Bear Bronson would say yes to another tournament, he would definitely spice things up.
Well, I think to be fair, John, when he was on with us, he kind of said like he's not against doing a tournament. It's just he had TNA, right? Like
True.
he
He
wasn't
said
against it. It was just he had prior engagements.
he said when it came to deathmatch, he was young and dumb and just wasn't thinking at the time. So yeah, Bear said that he may not be finished if the right opportunity comes along.
Exactly.
So there's some great news
Gray
for everybody
area.
who was hoping.
Gray area.
Oh, let's see here. So I developed, I think, 3 of my names. Who would be my 4th? You know what would be fun? Just to peel the skin off of him and make him do it again. I'd like to see Deathmatch Jimmy Lloyd come back for one night. Real Deathmatch Jimmy Lloyd. Like falls off the second story, pushed off by Schlack, through a door on the ground and barely hits it, kind of Jimmy Lloyd. I like that Jimmy.
I seen that Jimmy last night.
That's the Jimmy I like. Right
Jimmy
there.
versus Nino.
Oh yeah, that's what you were seeing at the CCW thing was Jimmy and Nino.
That they killed it. They killed it. That's what won me over with Nino. He's gonna be special.
Let's see here. I'm looking to see if there are any other questions here. That pop and soda one really got me for a second. Fat guy things. He got me. Let's see. Cody Manhorde, shiny shoe, maybe done.
Oh, that's a good name by Bill.
Cyclope. Ooh, there's another great choice if we could get him to come back and do a couple. So funny thing, we put that Moxley name in here. I kind of have a feeling that that's where Bear is right now. Bear is in that Moxley position if he wants to take it. I don't know if it'll happen, and maybe I'm, I
don't know.
Hold on.
We still need to see Moxley versus Atticus Kroger.
Okay, we've had a change to the opening rounds. I literally have a message from Brett that just came in. So right now it's going to be Gresham versus Takeda, Nino Extremo versus Lil Sicko, Viperous versus Anakin Murphy, Mr. Danger versus Dr. Redacted.
He heard us.
The ears go far. There's a lot of people listening.
Wait, what were the changes?
So here's the only 2 that were flipped was this. We have Viperous versus Anakin Murphy. Originally it was Danger Anakin. So Viperous versus Anakin, Danger versus Redacted. I just came in. He just let me know. I've got the DM right here. So he just basically said this changed and then gave me the opening round.
So Vipers versus Anakin, Danger versus Redacted?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Now this is hard for me for Mr. Danger and Redactive.
Now what the hell do we do here?
Yeah.
Because Danger Redacted is fucking rough. I mean, both should be advancing. What the hell do you do?
Well, if we had Vipers winning, Redacted wasn't advancing no matter what.
Interesting. Wow. I don't know. I'm turned upside down after that news. He literally just messaged me and said it's Viperous Anakin versus Danger Redacted.
I'm a little speechless.
Oh, okay.
But I'm excited.
Oh, you're damn right.
You know what's wild though? Because Doctor has been in GCW for a little bit, right? And Danger's been in GCW for a little bit. And then you have Viperous, who kind of really started picking up the last couple of months. Anakin, who's very fresh in the GCW. Nino, who's very fresh in GCW. And Sicko, who's very fresh in GCW. So you have 2 matches where someone's going to go to the second round. They've only been in GCW for a minute, right? And then you're going to have a matchup where two guys who have really kind of helped carry the banner of the deathmatch GCW potentially losing round one, which is so crazy to think.
Patty Cake said, fuck, my two winners are facing off in the first round now. Vipress over Anakin is a lock, is what a lot of people are saying here.
I don't think it mattered who Vipress was fighting round one. It was Vipress advancing to at least round two, I think, was a lock after the past 2 months.
What an amazing time where we fight over who's getting the bigger push.
I mean,
that's awesome.
Desperado, right? Like,
I want Vipers to win the whole thing.
I agree.
I think that's what's gonna. Well, I think that's what the majority of the fans want.
I think she's proven herself by just going against one of the top talent in GCW and proving herself every single time that she belongs in GCW. And I honestly believe Vipers is going to win. That's going to be my pick. I absolutely think that she's going to nail it. And we're going to see I'm excited to see a different side of Vipers when she does this tournament, because this is what, her first tournament, right?
Yes. First deathmatch tournament. Yeah.
It's going to be exciting. She's going to kill it.
That threw a wrench in everything.
It did.
It's been a while since we saw a woman win.
Well, can you
TOS? So
yeah. So, man.
Cicada Vipers in the finals is saying, Frank, good to see you. That's the LA crew right there.
Hey, I know Frank.
Oh, Kite. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Obviously, you're just coming in. You didn't see the shit show that was me earlier this in the first hour. Thank you so much. That's highly, highly appreciated. I say it 100 times. Times are rough right now for everyone. It's appreciated, man. Thank you.
I like what Bill said. He said Casey Kurt will still always be my favorite female deathmatch wrestler. I agree. I honestly thought, I know she's retired, but I always felt that Casey was the next Candice LeRae in GCW.
That's a comparison I've never heard yet, but I like that.
Same. Wow. I just got sent the graphics. Damn, man. Oh, yeah. This tournament's telling a completely different story, I think, than any other tournament we've had so far.
I'm curious behind the scenes what transpired to change that.
He may have just told me wrong. That sometimes happens.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like he just, I ask him at 2 a.m. It's 5 his time and he's trying to type out, giving me an answer.
Yeah.
But yeah, he corrected it. So chances are, yeah, he just was like, sorry, I flipped it. It was good we said it now though, before it went wild and everybody starts, Yeah,
my phone was blowing up. So
no, that's good. I think Vipers and Takeda, we won't get too far ahead of that yet. Wow. So now I got to flip things a little here. Shit, John. All right. So now I got to pull up Brett's message and actually type up how we had this here. So he has Vipers Murphy and then Danger Redacted. Okay. Okay. So Danger versus Redacted. Who wins?
I'm still going to pick Mr. Danger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now that Joe said that Redactive is a champion at somewhere else, I think Mr. Danger might win this one.
If owners were being nasty with each other, Redacted would take this L here in round. You know what I mean? Danger hasn't gotten his yet.
Yeah, I agree. I feel Mr. Danger deserves a little bouquet.
Yeah, I take back what I said because it doesn't mean as much now because, like, Viperous, it was still kind of, climbing up that echelon in terms of deathmatch wrestling, whereas I think Danger is kind of already at that upper echelon already. He's proven himself. I don't think it's as spiteful now, right? Like if Redacted takes the pin round 1 because Danger's proven at this point. And Vipers was still kind of unknown commodity in terms of the deathmatch scene. So I think Danger losing here is a little less of, oh, he's a champion somewhere else. And it's just a matter of this is a tough first round matchup. And either one of these guys could arguably won the whole thing. So just a toss up at this point.
I said Redacted is tougher than a $2 steak. Kite says Vipers all the way. We are seeing a lot of the same names. I want to say this too. Rina Yamashita was such a beast for the time that we had her.
And then didn't she the next night fight in the cage?
Yeah.
Like went through the whole tour and the next night fought a cage of survival. Mind blown.
No breaks. No breaks on her whatsoever. I think made a lot of female performers and female fans proud of how tough she was. She was another one that blurred the lines the way they should be blurred.
Yep. Yeah, she wasn't a female deathmatch wrestler. She was a deathmatch wrestler.
Exactly.
And then I still never get over Blake for stealing that main event because that was a hell of a match and he just ripped it away from us.
So funny thing as we look in the second round, now that we've picked our winners, Danger and Vipers were still winning in our second round. So I guess it didn't matter who was flipped there. Danger Vipers, who wins in the second round?
I like I said, Vipers all the way is going to win this. So whoever she faces the next round, she's going to win. That's who I want. This is what I hope for. We get Vipers and bring it to LA. Bring that championship home to LA.
That's what's up. Yeah, the Joe's over there smiling like fuck you guys.
But this is gotta be hard for Brett, right? Because these are like two, like, I don't want to call them projects, right? But he's invested a lot in these two, right? He's done a lot for these two careers to get them over in the deathmatch world. And I don't know. That's a hard choice, but again, we've been pounding the Vipers train, so I'm gonna say Vipers gets the win here.
Can we have an MLJ tournament? I'm wondering who the hell would be in that.
All the former ring announcers.
Oh my gosh. I could see that happen.
Main event is Emil versus Larry.
Oh,
Larry
yeah.
Legend.
Heavyweight division.
love Larry.
Long time coming. Actually, I haven't had a chance to meet him, but I've messaged him a couple times. Seems like a very, very nice. Always nice to me.
Yep,
That's how I like to say it.
It's my dream to meet him. Yeah.
And he's East Coast also, right?
Yeah, he did the show last night.
Yeah. So he's
a CCW original ring announcer.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, here. Who? Bill. Mr. Kennedy? Kennedy. I'm sorry, that one got me. Okay, so the other second round matchup was Takeda versus Lil Sicko, or in Joe's case, Nino Extremo. Who wins that round?
I think we're all going to probably have the consensus here.
Is this pretty much Takeda versus Vipers in the final round?
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah. Do you have another idea, Anissa?
I mean, I would like to see Vipers versus Gresham.
Now, what if Brett flips everything on us here and the second round is Vipers versus Takeda?
That would be him. That would totally be him.
And here's the thing, though. Like, before we go into the finals, right? Based off of what we think was going to happen, this is not, we don't know anything. But if it's Vipers Takeda, I don't feel as bad if Vipers loses the tournament, because if she has a good showing, losing Takeda in the second round and coming close would mean almost as much as winning the entire tournament, I think, to her career. If that makes sense.
In my notes, I put, if Takeda wins the finals, does Vipers really lose?
Yeah. If that makes sense, her losing to Takeda but coming that close, I think wouldn't matter in what round it is.
Yeah.
I think it would be a win-win for Vipers if she gets that far and say she does lose. It shows there is potential she could win the next year. And if
Ooh,
she
I
wins
like
this
that.
year, yeah, if she wins this year, then it proves that she can hang. I know she can hang, but I just see that it proves that I don't know. I just feel like as a girl myself, it's good to see women be able to do this type of style of wrestling because it's very rare. And I've been watching deathmatch wrestling since 2009, and it's during back then you rarely saw women do death matches, and now it's more common. So especially to see Viper's be able to be part of this tournament, I don't know, it hits home different because she's from LA, I'm from LA, and I've seen her since 2018 wrestle, and I just really hope, you know, she wins, and if not, she's gonna prove everyone why she's a future, deathmatch wrestler that is gonna prove to everyone that she can hang with the boys.
Anissa, you just made an excellent point, and then I put up Poondog for TOS. I'm so sorry I crapped on your amazing point. You had First of all, I love Poondog. If we could ever get Tank at TOS in any way.
It's okay.
Did either of you see Poondog in action when he did
Yeah.
his work? Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. Anissa, have you seen Poondog in action at No Holds Barred?
Probably. I have
Oh,
ADHD.
trust
I don't
me, if
remember
you
much, but I'm pretty
you-
sure if I watched it, I'd be like, oh yeah, it clicks.
You would definitely remember if you saw Tank as Poondog. He looks like straight out of SpongeBob SquarePants, and he's got you'll love it. He's a horny little devil, is the way he put it to me.
Oh, okay.
He's an enjoyable, fun character.
Yeah.
He's not Tank, serious, whatever. He basically said, look, I'm trying to have more fun in my matches now. He doesn't want to try to, kill himself every match. And he invented Poondog. So if you got a chance, everybody check out Poondog. I'm actually wanting to get him on the show for an interview sometime because I think he's earned one after 30 plus years in the business.
Yeah. Well, John, real quick, just like my head's kind of like spinning in gears here.
Mhm.
I think something cool to happen just after what happened this weekend and stuff like that is like we don't have any challengers for Atticus right now for the title. What if Atticus costs Viperous in this tournament? And then boom, naturally she becomes his next challenger. I think that's a win-win for everybody also.
Okay, so it's messing with a major tournament. So we would have to probably have a multi-week story come out of it because you're really messing with something big.
The only reason I'm saying that is because of what happened at the end of the match where he still put her through. I feel like there's some lingering bad blood there that, Atticus don't give a shit about a tournament, right? Like, he don't care, right? Like, it's Atticus. He leaves destruction wherever he goes.
Okay, so I like the idea. If the TOS winner got an automatic world championship shot, that would be amazing because you could see, the champions just celebrating, and Atticus comes from behind and boom, down with him. And I would never count out Atticus or Vandal 48 anytime.
The only reason I say it is because there's just has been nothing announced for them this weekend yet, which to me is like something's lurking. You just don't know what, right? Like,
yeah.
And another thing, she's always come to Tremont's aid. She was one of the big three when that was all happening in LA and stuff.
There it is, just like the Sawyer Wreck attack at NGI.
Yeah.
Patrick, good to see you. Says money's on Viperous winning the tournament. WWE can't wait to GCW. If I had more money, I'd be coming down to Arizona for GCW in LA. And this is going to have to hold down LA while I'm going. I don't know how that's going to happen, but let's see here. Let's see. Cole Radrick crashes. I would like to see Cole Radrick back anytime. We'll see if that ever happens. Still mad she touched his belt. So yeah, from a lot of fans, it sounds like Viperous and Takeda's just it. If anything, everybody's counting on Viperous to go because that's just the way the stories have been kind of pushing us. And I mean, who else has Orin Vite? And I mean, if you look at like who she's fought in the last, oh my gosh, 6 months, I would say would be a good way to put it. Let me just see if I
Even
can.
if you want it smaller, small in that sample size, John, just say from ashes to ashes in March.
Yeah.
That John Wayne rub really kind of started that trajectory.
I'm just looking right now here. 36 matches for GCW she's put down so far. Oh my goodness. Yeah, listen to this. Orin Veidt, Jimmy Lloyd, Allison Kay, Joey Janela, Kerry Morton, Mercedes Martinez, El Desperado, Charlie Evans, Rena Yamashita, Gypsy Mac, Vandal, part of a crew against Vandal 48, like John Wayne Murdoch. Just match a dream
probably
match
not a lot
after
of losses out of all those names you said.
No, beat Orin Veidt, beat Jimmy Lloyd, beat Allison Kay, beat Joey Janela. Like it just goes and goes. Beat Mercedes Martinez. Took a loss to El Desperado. That's kind of, this is amazing. I didn't realize. Beat both Charlie Evans and Rena Yamashita. Beat Gypsy Mac. Took an L to John Wayne Murdoch, but who doesn't in the deathmatch field?
But that was where the rub started.
Yeah, that's pretty much the one.
Up.
Oh my gosh. Well, I think we're all for Viperous. Is that kind of what's going on right now? A Takeda win, I don't think would add anything. Wouldn't do a thing for Takeda, but he would be a great challenger in the main event.
Did he ever win TOS?
I believe he was TOS winner. Oh shit, John. Now I have to look up the TOS winners, but yeah.
Right now for you, John.
Okay, cool. We can also ask Chat. Chat is fucking awesome with this. Has Takeda ever won one of the TOSs? Oh, just NGI. Thank you, Pat. That's what's up. Best listeners in the game right there.
So it does mean a little bit.
Yeah, Takeda getting his deathmatch Hall of Fame, so he doesn't need the win. Well, no, Takeda doesn't need a win at all.
Speaking of Deathmatch Hall of Fame, Brett, if you're listening, I would love to see Scotty Vortex get into the Deathmatch Hall of Fame. I feel like that's someone that's very underrated, or Thumbtack Jack.
Good names you got coming out of there.
Thumbtack Jack.
Scotty Vortex. Scotty Vortex is the one that came up with the 2-piece and a biscuit.
Yeah, I was in high school when I saw those guys wrestle, so it kind of just, I don't know, I just feel like they're underrated. They deserve
they've put in their time, is what you're saying, and deserve the recognition.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's funny too because Vortex is constantly mentioned by so many wrestlers now, even. So I mean, his influence is all over the place. You know what? I can see it. I don't know if Brett will ever do it, but I see it.
Masada to me is like he just goes hard, right? Like no let up in his punches. Like every punch is stiff. Like he was another one last night who tore it down with dread. Like I can't say enough good things about Masada. But you said Thumbtack Jack. That's a name that brings back.
I know. Brought back memories, guys.
Well, the first time I instantly thought of it, him and I believe it was Gage had a wild no rope barbed wire match, like early in the car, like a first match in the car. I'm like, holy shit, like the early days, So
yeah,
that's a name.
Or him getting his tongue stapled by Mox was absolutely great.
Yeah.
So this is wild. And I know a lot of people are maybe against it, but I'm one of the ones that I would love to see a deathmatch tournament that has a lot of these old guys like Masada and Neko in it before they're gone. Like really before they're gone. And some people are against it, and I get that. I'm just looking at the wrestling.
I get that, but my only drawback, I don't want to get into anything, but GCW has done a lot for a lot of communities, and
gotcha.
And very welcoming, and some of the older guys, have said things that maybe aren't as welcoming. So you kind of alienate some of your fans by doing that. But I agree with you. Like from the wrestling standpoint, it'd be really cool to see.
Yeah, I get that. Good to see you here, SJ. Welcome. let's see here. We've got a lot of people
I
in
would love
here.
to see Ricky back in GCW.
What's that? RSP?
Yeah.
There's another one that hell may have to freeze over. I did write this little. You do or don't?
I said, "Oh, RSP."
Oh,
That's
okay.
all.
Well, let's go with you, Anissa, then. If you had the choice, would you like to see RSP come back GCW, maybe do a couple things, or you're against it?
Sure. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
not against it. I'm not for it. It'd be great, you know.
Well, I know what
But,
you're saying. It's like you have no dog in the game. If you're gonna give me a good match, let's roll. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah. Cut through the bullshit. Just give me, the wrestling.
Lex-
Okay.
I
Let-
mean, if they're gonna bring RSP back, bring AJ Gray back.
AJ, you know what?
was back.
He's brought him back a couple of times. What she's saying though is bring him back more, like make it
Yeah,
a
like
thing now.
regular.
Yeah, make him a regular again. I do know, same thing. He has a lot to give, and he's got a lot. He could probably teach some of these younger guys.
Yeah,
Alex
hopefully, I don't
Cole.
get a lot of hate for that.
No,
Just
you're not
saying.
gonna not in this group. We're really
Okay.
we're really fortunate. Everyone is cool about all of that. I mean, look, someone's talking about cocaine, JCW. It is cool here. We're just fans talking.
Okay.
No, yeah.
Alex
for
Cole
sure.
was mentioned in the chat. That would be a name.
Yeah, that's one where I don't see Cologne anytime soon. Between RSP and Cologne coming back first, probably RSP. God, I don't know about that one. I'm afraid to even answer that question. I don't know. Because I wasn't there. Maybe that's the best way to put it. I wasn't there for any of this. So I don't know, but I know a lot of them. A lot of them have stayed quiet. What's that?
Akira.
Well, yeah, there's another name that, yeah.
The most controversial name possible when it comes to GCW.
Well, I mean, I'll kind of circle. I'll circle back around to TOS real quick. I wrote here that I'm more interested in the quality of matchups over the outcomes. The matchups will allow fans to take a temperature of the talents. And in total, this is a look into the pulse or the health of the newest deathmatch scene at GCW. So my question to the TOS participants basically is who's going to shine? And that's really what I'm looking for here. So my question is, let's just go with this first round between Gresham Takeda, Nino Sicko, Danger Redacted, and Viperous Murphy. Which one are you looking forward to seeing the most in round one?
Nino and Sicko.
You sick fucker. So am I. I'm looking for the car crash. What Anissa's like? What are you thinking?
More so Anakin versus Vipers.
Really? Okay. So what are you looking at in that one?
Anakin, I really, really loved the promo that they did when they were having the match with Matt Tremont. I feel like I saw a lot of passion, a lot of intensity, and love for deathmatch wrestling with what Anakin was saying in the promo. It just made me become a huge fan just because of the promo. And then the match happened, made me more of a bigger fan. So I'm very excited to see, out of everyone, Anakin.
I think heart matters. And I remember a promo that Anakin cut in their car. And it had something to do with how, like, it looked almost like he was going to cry and said, "This is all I have."
Mm.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at a broken spirit through broken teeth. And I'm like, I'm a fan. That's the type that I'm for. Like, I'm for that. I ain't got a dollar, but I got a lot of heart. That's the person. That's the kind of person that I can get behind 100%. And there isn't a single person in this tournament I'm not going for in one way or another. Just some a little more than others. But I mean, Murphy pulls out a win, hell yeah. Danger pulls out the win, hell yeah. Sicko pulls out the win, hell yeah. I don't think there's no going wrong here.
Mm-hmm.
This tournament has again, like I said, this is just telling a story that I don't think we've seen from any other TOS. A lot of the other TOSs, there's more There's not as much rookie talent. If there is rookie, it's like 1, maybe 2 somewhere, but we don't get just rookie like this. Every single one of them. I think I said 5 out of 8 are first round, our first time appearances at TOS, and the other 3 were second round. So it's not like we're seeing a lot of people who are used to being in TOS here. So we might see a new standard for TOS. You know, every time a new generation comes along, the level of talent or the level of skill or just the level of excitement goes up. I'm kind of curious to see what the next 10 years of talent are going to give us on that day.
Yeah.
Sorry. We both
No,
said
go ahead.
at the same time. But this year's tournament feels more like GCW's way of like introducing the fans to the next breed of deathmatch wrestlers and less about like, let me get the 8 best deathmatch wrestlers in the world, right? Which I actually like, because sometimes I feel like the younger guys do go that extra mile because this is such a big stage. Like for a lot of these guys, this is their WrestleMania, right? Like this is their big shot, and I think they're going to go hard and show the fans like, you know, like remember my name. And I think this is their opportunity.
Crow said, how far does Gresham go? I really do see just that first round, and I see Takeda being the one that gives the blessing to all the younger talent in round 2 and in the finals. That's kind of how I see it. I think that's how most of us were seeing it, was Takeda moves forward, right? And Gresham goes down in round 1? Or
this tournament, I feel like with this tournament, it's showing us the freshman class of deathmatch wrestlers.
100%. 100%. I feel like if anybody's going to kill themselves out there in that ring, it's going to be between Extremo and Sicko. And I think that's why I want to see that match. Is I just want to see, I don't know. I just want the wheels to fall off the fucking machine, and I want to be there to see it.
The real question is, how much blood are we going to see? We're going to see pools of buckets, or we're going to see mild? I want to see pools of buckets.
This is going wild. Redacted's a bleeder. Murphy's a bleeder. Danger's a bleeder. Sicko, Nino, Takeda's a bleeder. Gresham is not. Viper's really isn't too much. What's up?
We don't know if Gresham's not.
Oh gosh, no, we're it's all speculation. Yeah. I'll be wrong by next week. It's all good. Okay, so we did that. Was there anything else you wanted to mention? It sounds like we're looking at Takeda versus Vipers in the finals, and Vipers goes over to win TOS 11. Is that what it sounds mostly like?
Yes, okay. But I wouldn't be shocked at the same time if it was flipped and Takeda goes over. Because at that point, it doesn't matter, right? Like Vipers losing to Takeda, but coming up just short does the same for her that winning the tournament overall would do, I think.
I feel like we're just trying to see certain things, and as long as we see those things, it doesn't matter who wins. I think that's where you're at on this one, Joe. I think, and this is also kind of shaking her head on that one too.
Yeah.
I don't know. It sounds like we're kind of at a consensus. Now watch it all be wrong. Oh, well. Anyway, yes, that is Tournament of Survival 11 from the Showboat in Atlantic City, New Jersey. That will be on Saturday, June 6th. That is one you don't want to miss. Okay.
Do you think we'll get any surprises?
I wish. I hope. Well, we don't know who. Okay, so sometimes there's always that match before the finals because Brett likes to give the wrestlers a rest before the finals. I don't know who's in that match. No clue.
I would think Shook would be in that match because he's announced for the next night. So I would think if it's a death match like Scramble or something, we would probably get a Jameson in that match.
Should the fans in attendance bring raincoats and ponchos for all that blood? No. But wear dark.
Bring their own weapons.
Oh, yes. Bring weapons. Lots and lots of weapons. Check them in with Chad. And if you have any questions, there are people to get a hold of. But
I got to tell you something off air about raincoats and ponchos.
Oh, no.
I love when matches announce, like, when fans bring their own weapons or something, because sometimes fans be very creative. One time I saw a fan bring a printer and like, I want to see that again.
Yeah, I saw a file cabinet.
I love when they bring TVs.
The famous VCR that who was it? Was it Necro that took it to the head? Like in the late 90s, early 2000s. Like you just hear the VCR go and just solid hit. Yeah, there used to be some wild shit, especially with the old school CRT TVs. Like someone would bring an old 90s TV that's like a block.
The box TV.
The box TV, yeah. I don't know. I think that would be great if people bring some weapons. Remember that some of them may get turned down. That does happen every now and then. My wife actually got a weapon turned down.
What was that?
She did a wiffle bat with tacks, with thumbtacks, but we glued them on with hot glue. So they stuck more than expected. Vipers actually used them in Las Vegas, but
Yes.
At the Collective, there was a match where both performers turned them down, and we had to tape them so that they would come off via tape. Because they were we gorilla glued them on. So basically, the bat was just the tacks weren't coming off, bro. So they had to take them off by hand and then retape them on. And my wife was like, "No."
Oh no.
Yeah, so it happens. So every now and then, my wife is vicious, dude. She took a Hot Wheels racetrack and put thumbtacks on it, so literally like a whip. And I'm just
that's
like,
sick.
yeah, oh yeah, but the wrestlers didn't think so.
What?
Yeah,
If I was a deathmatch wrestler, that would be awesome.
I know, like the Hot Wheels racetrack whip.
Ugh.
I don't know. Oh, you see, Joe's probably had his ass whooped by one before. Those things hurt.
Listen, I'm not confirming nor denying, but I'm sure that hurts.
Oh man, I've got my ass whooped.
My dream is to get hit by a light tube.
Ooh, there we go. Like maybe for your birthday or something.
Yeah, but I want a deathmatch wrestler to do it.
So that's your dream?
Well, it's on my list since I was in high school.
She's a deathmatch fan. You know that. You know this, man. So where are you taking it?
Deathmatch wrestler.
You taking it to the head, the back?
No, the head.
Yeah, just right across the head. That's the way to go.
The classic head.
Right.
That sounded so wrong. Oh my god.
You're just there to get the color. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There we go. Vipers could do it.
Yeah, anyone. I mean, I have a list, but she's definitely on the list.
Oh, a cable cord. A cable cord would be rough. Yeah.
It would be rough. A belt, but the wrong side of the belt, so it's the metal side.
Or a wet towel.
Just snapping them with the wet towel. Oh, you know what I'd like to see are cheap plates. Like the very cheap plates, so you can they break real nice and easy and crack.
I'm surprised no one hasn't used a paintball gun.
Oh, that would be a good one. Hey, Daddy's belt is rough. I used to get. I was raised old school. I got my ass whooped by a lot of things. I think I ran this down one time. Like the shit my mom or dad have beat my ass with, like the belt, a race car track. For you old school people, the phone cord, flip flop. Got my ass whooped with a flip flop.
All the matches.
Wooden spoon. What's that?
There was just a comment that any match has been announced
for COS. Not a fucking thing. That's why I kind of left it at the end.
No, I said TOS.
Oh, TOS.
All the opening rounds we've announced them.
Yes, Salamander. I'll give those to you real quick here. Give me 1 second. I just got to back up to my notes. Okay, first round matchup. There were 4 of these. First round, Gresham versus Takeda. Our second first round, Nino Extremo versus Lil Sicko. Our third first round matchup, Mr. Danger versus Dr. Redacted. And then our final first round matchup, Vipers versus Anakin Murphy. So there you go. Looking good. Looking real good. See, there was yes. So actually, I forgot to tell you that if you guys watched the Collective in Las Vegas, I think it was 3 years ago, there was dart guns with thumbtacks in them. That was ours.
Yeah.
That was another one. We took the Nerf guns and just put thumbtacks and glued them to the end and just pop.
I think I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we ever used them since because we never got them back. But it was a cool. I really wanted them back. The promise was we'll give them back to you when we're done. But Miedo kept like going in the back and like shooting everybody with them, and I never got them back. So it happens. Let's see here. Let's put that down. So yeah, COS. All I have here for Cage of Survival is that gauntlet with Matt Tremont. Has there been anything else announced?
Mason versus Janela for the title.
That's right. So we can talk about that if you want to. I don't know really too much to say on it, but I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, so am I.
Exactly. We have no fucking idea really what to say on this one. It's like, well, let's watch it. What was the title? Which title is it? The
wait, there's another one. Gage and Derange versus father and son.
Harrop and Iceman?
Yes.
Oh, no. I didn't think about that one at all. Well, I guess it'll be fun. Let's go that route. I don't know. I don't have any notes on this one, but I mean,
that match is gonna be crazy. Because isn't Iceman getting inducted into the Hall of Fame?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this is mostly him just walking his home run.
Yeah.
I think that's about the best way to put that. Okay. Well, since COS has hardly anything in it, and I think the only person announced for the gauntlet was Jameson Shook, right?
Yes.
Is that the only one?
Last I saw, that was the only one.
Okay. Frank's asking Gresham versus Janela.
I didn't see that. No.
Well, we have a second, so I'll look real quick if any new.
I thought Janela was fighting Mason.
I don't know. Maybe that's what Frank is just asking. Is it this one?
Hold on. Janela versus. You can't see it too well, but it's Janela versus Mason.
Okay, sweet.
And then
Brett won't leak anything. Oh man. Okay, good.
Well, I mean, realistically, I
know I'm looking myself.
So originally, it was Janela Gresham was announced. And then a couple days later, it was announced Mason versus Janela. So I don't know.
Something must have changed.
Yeah.
Gresham's expecting to just kill it at that tournament, maybe. He's like, I'll be too beat up.
Yeah.
Huh.
Trying to
I don't know.
Else.
Yeah, and Salamander's right. There has not been a lot of advertisement and updates. I mean, really, I messaged Brett today and I was like, what are the matches? Because I want to, go over TOS, but we need to talk about something. So I don't know. I don't see anything else. Do you guys?
Yeah, just the Gage and Dysfunction versus Iceman and Jack. It's the only official match I see.
Old school is shit right there.
Yeah, and then Matt Tremont's going to be part of it, but we don't know who his opponent going to be.
Yeah, it's some weird gauntlet. Yeah.
I think that's probably not a whole lot of matches, right? Because a gauntlet in the Cage of Survival is probably going to be a long match, right?
I don't like that nothing's been announced. That's kind of BS.
Do you think it's maybe also a wait and see who's not too beat up from the night before?
I think that's about the right answer right there. Is they're trying to gauge on who's going to be available and who's not going to be.
Yeah.
I'm just excited to see if we're going to get surprises.
Yes. Any surprises would be nice. Yeah. Who would you like to see?
I definitely would like to see Killer Cross again.
Good call.
That was a fun surprise. I don't know. I mean, anyone's a fun surprise.
Right.
But especially someone we haven't seen in a very long time. Like Soy Wreck is always fun to see whenever she can, make it. I would like to see Casey Cattell just randomly show up. Someone said in the chat, Rob Van Dam. I mean, why not?
RVD. I really have liked to have seen RVD show up for either Sabu or the Sandman's final match. I felt like if RVD would show up for anything GCW related, that would have probably been it.
Well,
If
didn't
anything.
he kind of come out and speak out a little bit?
Yeah, he's not really a fan of the deathmatch style or something like that, or hardcore. I don't know. He's changed. He's definitely changed. His heart is definitely different than it was at ECW. You would have never heard him say half of that shit. He was always balls to the wall as a wrestler.
Well, I mean, without the hardcore style, do you have a platform to actually even say that, right? Like, without the style, you don't have that platform to people even care what your opinion would be.
Yeah. Is
I
what
would like
it
to see
is.
some old school deathmatch wrestlers just come in and do a fun the spot.
Well, I think that's definitely a possibility. I mean, you see, the Gage match kind of bringing some guys back, and then depending upon the amount of names that are in that gauntlet, I think you could see some like holy shit moments, right? So
yeah.
Brandon says Otis faces Matt in COS, calling it now. That's possible. Very possible.
Oh yeah.
Otis has kind of been, because he wasn't in the European tour, he's kind of not been around for the last 2 weeks or so.
Yeah.
Well, is he officially injured or is he just injured?
So he was injured and came back
Right.
a couple matches ago and teamed with Atticus, but Napier is definitely out. Did somebody just ask for Steve Blackman? maybe like in 1999, Steve Blackman would just be, a killer. We need a modern day Steve Blackman.
He's gonna recreate the Shane O'Mac spot at the top of the Titantron.
Oh, Cole Radrick. Yeah.
I'd take Cole as a surprise any day.
Because he still has the brass ring, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's still holding on to that one from years ago.
Brass is a little rusty now, but
yeah. It's looking like the Statue of Liberty. It's like green now.
Oh jeez.
It's leaving a ring around his neck. It's like cheap gold.
I was gonna say that's
we were on the same wavelength on that one. We got Gary Busey. Oh, of course. Matthew Justice is a great idea there. Let's see here. Who's still a bondsman?
I'll survive if we don't see
maybe
him.
Blackman. Hold up, you might be cooking with the Blackman comment. Yeah. Blackman versus Janela is a 2018 Joey special. That's nice. Yeah, another Matthew Justice. Jimmy Lloyd, Schlack, even though I don't think so. Necro, Effie, Ken Shamrock. Of course, I knew Ken Shamrock was going to come up too. Let's see. The Sonic ring, brass ring from the UCC was awesome. Yes, it was. I got to pick with the new ring. I don't even know what it is. If it's like a toilet plunger type thing or what it is, but it's been painted gold. Bobby Beverly. Beverly's an option because he's shown up a couple times in this last year in various places. LA was one of the places Bev showed up.
It's another name. It's just it's head scratching why he's not used more. Like everywhere.
He's just in the outside of the atmosphere, and I don't know how.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like it always seems like he's like, from what I can see, he's never involved in any of like the drama that goes on with the community, right? Like he's just kind of always there and just puts on good matches, right? Like he shows up, he doesn't miss bookings, and see that's
Dread's in here. Let's see.
I mean, bring Nick Mondo back for like one more night.
Oh,
that there was talk about this on the official podcast like 3-4 days ago, where he basically Brett tried everything he could, and even right now, if Mondo's willing to do it, he'd do it in a heartbeat.
Isn't he like directing or something?
I don't know what he's doing, but he's happy to a point to where he's not trying to,
Brett needs to book Slack versus Zandig.
Vic fucking Grimes. Okay, Darby Allin would be fantastic. I feel like Little Sicko is like our poor man's Darby Allin. I'm just saying, it's possible.
Wait, Grimes is with AEW?
No, I think it was just let's get Vic Grimes in the tournament somewhere.
Yeah, but then Reed he's with AEW. in marketing.
Oh, maybe he's. I don't know. Maybe he's talking about
Maybe he's talking
Dredd
about Darby.
or Darby. Yeah. Let's see.
No, Dread.
Booby Beverly. I think he just. It happens, Bruno. Sorry, buddy. I had to. Oh yeah. See, Crow found it. Okay.
Mondo's
here.
already in the Hall of Fame. Right?
Yeah, Mondo's in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. I
Would
saw a
Joe
comment.
Gacy be able to show up for the cage? No, only because there's still the 90-day non-compete with WWE. So he'd be unable to do that. I think the first
Wait.
Gacy match is going to be Revolver.
Yeah,
What's up?
I saw
What's up?
that. No, exactly what I was about to tell you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So it looks like that's going to be the first match back will be Revolver on the indie scene, and we'll go from there. But getting no Gacy at GCW would stink. I'd like to see Joe for sure.
Yeah,
I think that would happen.
Same.
90 days from the day he was released is July 23rd.
Okay. So it's going to be a little while still.
Did you just see who? I don't know if you guys follow her on social, but Abaddon just posted that she wants to do a death match.
Okay, so there's another name I don't understand has not been all over GCW. How in the hell not? So much personality, all the, just an amazing package, and somehow overlooked by GCW, or maybe doesn't want to work at GCW. But I feel like they'd be such a good mix with each other. I feel like this is the type of crowd Abaddon would want. Is a GCW crowd.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah, Abaddon would be great in GCW.
How about Tim Strange?
So we were talking about that, or no, maybe it wasn't you and me, but Tim doesn't want to work at GCW. Isn't that interesting?
Really?
Yeah, put it up there like publicly. He said, it's not for me. He's not what he's looking for. Very surprising.
Did you see that clip of him last weekend where they punched the gusset into him and he just...
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yes.
And that's the one where like punched him and you just see like 3 streams.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. I saw that clip. That was great.
So here's another name, Big Fucking Joe. I actually have a Big F and Joe shirt downstairs. He's another one that I'd like to see again.
I was at there was a show in AC and TOD was running the exact same day, and they actually had a bus that took you from TOD to GCW. He was in TOD, and I guess he took the bus after TOD and came to see GCW, and he was just chilling in the crowd with the fans. A picture of him like flipping my son off like this. GCW was the coolest thing ever. He's just a good dude.
So I was thinking about a nice death match tournament. How about we get 4 from Mexico, 4 from Japan, 4 from Europe, and 4 from the United States? Run brackets. I mean, we've got international talent all over the place. I could see that happening. Just Big Joe made me think about, European deathmatch talent. We also have, who else is over there in England? Drew Parker.
Yeah.
That's another one. So, I mean, there are a couple names over there. I think there was 1 or 2 at WXW out of Germany, but I can't remember what the name was.
There was a name who, I don't know, as of late kind of been in hot water, but Lou Nixon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's in some hot water for a while. Yeah, he'll be in trouble for a while, man. He's he's seen it all. And even if he didn't, he'll tell you he saw it. I love it. I don't know these guys personally, but I do enjoy what the hell goes on in this circus.
Oh god. Tim Strange, but he doesn't want to do it, so I don't know.
Mance Warner is, for me at GCW, you stick him in anything and Mance Warner works. He's just that type of workhorse. I mean, anywhere. I was really hoping to see him at the GCW show in Philly at the 2300 Arena. I felt like if there's anybody that fits ECW's aesthetic now, Warner's like one of them for sure.
Well, I think if you get Deathmatch Mance back and he comes back out to Leonard Skinner, that place would erupt on Sunday if he was in the gauntlet.
Did anybody know Tate Mayfair is now involved in deathmatch?
Well, I didn't know that, but Tegan Knox.
Really?
last night fought RSP, first death match ever.
Oh,
How'd
wow.
that go?
She went hard. She was leaking. I don't know if it's one of those ones where it's like a one-off, but she did go hard. There's another name right there mentioned where I don't understand it. Always has solid matches, never in any of the drama with the community and stuff, but doesn't seem to be booked as much. I don't know.
Clown said it was great seeing Mance make this main roster debut on AEW during the pre-show for the pay-per-view. Did you guys see that AEW pay-per-view?
Fire.
Double or Nothing? You did? Joe, you got to see it, man. If you
I
want to
saw it.
see, oh, you did? Okay. I thought you said you
fire.
did. Oh, okay. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm gonna be sleeping good tonight. Let's see here. Nixon Newell killed it. Shining Wizard through tubes was sick. Damn.
Yeah,
Arrow Boy.
she put on a kick pad that was covered in tacks and just kicked the crap out of RSP's face.
Ooh.
Already like her. Not for any mean reason. I mean, like, I like anybody that's gonna go that far, like just kicking shit and people like went from WWE to that.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Welcome to the Indies. Was there anything else you guys wanted to mention before we jumped out of here? I'm actually surprised we had 3 hours given the fact we jumped France and Italy so quick.
I'm just excited for TOS.
Mm-hmm. I'm right there with you.
I'm excited for what's to come because we don't know what's going to happen. No more announcements, which I like, because it makes me hyped and excited because, you know, we're going to be watching it live, not knowing what's going on. And that's what I love about wrestling is like, sometimes I don't want to go on social media and see what's going on so I could watch it organically and be super surprised. So I do appreciate what Brett is doing right now and not really posting much. He's just giving us a teaser of what's to come, but not the whole platter.
That's well said.
Yeah, I think just to kind of follow up what you said, like TOS is one of the biggest shows in GCW, right? So you know the fans are gonna be in AC already. Why give everything away for Sunday when you know the fans are gonna be there already, right? Like leave a little bit up to the imagination because the fans are gonna come, right? Like so, kind of like Field of Dream, right? Like if you build it, they will come. If you build the Cage of Survival, they're gonna show up, right? Like don't give it all away. So I'm excited for this weekend. I can't wait, and let's go Vipers.
Yeah.
All right. What I want to kind of just follow up with real quick is the fact that COS the last couple years has been dragging a little and sometimes hasn't been the best of all shows. Almost been like an afterthought of TOS. COS used to be fucking amazing. We'd have Takeda over here versus Nick Gage and his team. I mean, shit used to just go wild. And the matches were important enough that we would sell them weeks ahead of time. I'm hoping that COS gets back to that at some point. Like we just learned about TOS here tonight. That shouldn't be happening. The hype train should have went and started weeks ago for something like this. I know I'm being a little rough, but COS has not been the same in a long time and it needs to be. I think TOS is just absolutely fantastic and it's going to be great. But I'm really hoping that Brett remembers how COS used to be and how wild it used to be. And I hope they go back to that. The only other little thing is I hope that at this COS, they use both sides of the rings appropriately, because I've seen a couple of these last COSs, they use only one side and the other half of the first row people do not get to see the show as much as the rest. Outside of that, we'll see what happens, but I don't like having hardly any matches announced for COS because that's not very promising from my point of view. And I'm being rough.
May I ask, do you think it's because they're not in the carousel room anymore? They're in a different spot at the showboat?
I think that makes it easier.
For me, I think that it just used to be much more important and it's just not as much anymore. I think that overall the 80 shows a year now have become much more important and some of the more important shows have lost some of Brett's attention. I'm just thinking maybe, but yeah, COS is not what it used to be and I'd like to see it come back, but it's going to take a concerted effort and it's going to take names that are worth promoting. So, I mean, how do you sell seats when nobody knows what the main event is?
I don't know. I think this year,
Gotcha.
but I think 2 years ago, COS was excellent. Manson Effie.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was a great match. And the only thing I kind of agree with is the match itself didn't feel like it was important, right? Like they had a year-long feud that was what drew you there. The cage isn't what drew you there. And I think with COS, the cage should be a focal point and not an afterthought. So I do agree with you in that aspect.
What do you disagree on? I have to hear.
Well, I didn't, not that I disagree, but I disagree that it's the same weekend, right? I know it's always been
Gotcha.
a thing,
Yeah.
but I think maybe, and again, this is going to sound crazy because I love it, but maybe sometimes too much deathmatch is not a good thing, right? Like a whole tournament and the next day you have a cage of survival might be a little overkill. You know, maybe you break it up and, you know, if you win TOS, you get a shot at the champion in COS or something, right? And like you build a couple months to get to that point, and maybe that gives fans kind of a breather to kind of sink in what they saw the night before and progress from there. I don't know, but that was to me, that was it.
Okay. I feel like TOS and COS should be separate weekends. I feel like COS should be its own important thing and shouldn't be just the tail end of the week, you know, the caboose on the weekend kind of thing. Anytime you're the second show on a weekend, sometimes it stinks of Sunday at AC, and you have to kind of watch that. You know, how many people show up after they just got their shit kicked in at TOS? Like the fans need time to kind of recuperate. But I've always felt like COS is big enough that it should almost have its own weekend and build, and because it's a cage, and you know, but no, sorry, no Mota tonight. That's later.
I wonder if it's because a lot of these people are freshly, I don't want to say freshly new, but some of them of the participants are new and a lot of people are not familiar with them. So
Very
maybe
possible.
that could be it, a possibility why this year doesn't feel as big for some people, because we're so used to seeing people who've already made a big name of themselves in the deathmatch scene that we're now seeing, you know, again, like I said before, a freshman class of deathmatch wrestlers. And we've seen lukewarm of what they can do, but not fully like others that we've seen before.
Mm-hmm.
So that could be a possibility why it doesn't feel as important this year as it TOS used to be.
Well, no, TOS feels good. It's the COS. I feel like COS over the last couple of years just became an afterthought.
I hate to do this, John, but you mentioned it a little bit, and
yeah,
I think it's kind of like on everyone's mind that is, you know, it's like you don't want to bring it up. Economically speaking, right? Like money is not the biggest abundance for everyone right now, right? So I think that plays a part too, right? Like AC is already expensive enough, and then you add TOS, and TOS is a little more pricier than the average show, and I get it. But then when you add COS, it's just another expense, another night of a hotel and stuff that you need. I think that plays a huge factor, right? Like, just for example, the Showboat's parking, $25 a night, right?
Oh, really?
For example, so that's $50 right there. I got a room block for me, for example, for Friday and Saturday night. It was around $400 something, right? And then you're thinking about $40 a ticket a person right there. You're looking at close to $600, $700 just for tickets, room, parking for both events, right? Like that's a lot for an indie weekend.
And you're dead on too, because I've done the math. I want to get to AC sometimes, and I've realized, holy crap, it's more than I thought for 2 indie shows.
I agree. I mean, TOS is one of my goals to attend, but you have to add people who are flying out there too. You know, some friends from LA, they fly out there every year.
Yeah. Lucky.
real quick, because I want to do a plug real fast, because that was just put up there. That don't forget the food. If anyone is going to be in AC this weekend for TOS COS, 2 blocks down from the show, there's a place called Tony Baloney's. You have to try it if you are in AC. It has some of the most insane food in the world. Like, try it if you get a chance. It's got a pizza where it has 4 pounds of pepperoni on the pizza.
Oh my God.
It's insane. So I know I'm talking about
That's
money here, but if you're gonna already be in
It's
AC,
grease.
might as well splurge as it is. Yo, they
That-
actually pour the grease out of the pepperoni right when it's done.
They
And
call it pouring.
listen, they take the grease from the pepperoni and they
Uh-huh.
pour it in a bottle of ranch. They mix that up and top it on top of the pizza.
Oh my God. Yeah, this definitely ain't West Coast. That wouldn't happen out west. They wouldn't allow that out west.
They have
That's
a lobster roll. It's like this big. It's called a lobster trap. It's like 3 lobster rolls in one with mozzarella and stuff. It's insane. So if you're in AC, try it out.
That sounds like
Wow.
a stoner's dream.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. It is.
Where else do you know that's good to eat, Joe? We might as well do this now. Why not? Before TOS.
That's usually my go-to always,
Mhm.
but I usually pack extra money because it is expensive. For example, the lobster trap is $35, right? But I make sure I save up a little bit to go there because it is pricey. They have mozzarella sticks where it's like all different flavors, like Cheetos and stuff like that. So definitely a cool place to check out.
Wawa. We knew Wawa was going to be
Well,
brought up by
that's what I
someone.
do with my kids, because when I take my son to a show, I always have a McDonald's. So that McDonald's when you first get in AC, because it's the cheapest thing to get down there, right? Because some food in AC is not feasible for a family of 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true too. The Irish pub closed.
It's more vacation prices.
Oh, it's definitely vacation prices. It's
Yeah.
definitely vacation prices. Like, I'm going to this weekend with friends, and we were like trying to plan stuff out, and I was like, listen, between the room and the tickets and stuff, it's I'm not going to be going to the clubs and buying drinks, right? Like, that's not.
Yeah.
It's just not possible.
I get that. Expenses are crazy out west too. It's best for you to know someone to stay with than it is to spend a couple $100 on a night. You know what I mean? Like, you make friends quickly when it comes to stuff like that.
The problem with AC though, John, is that no one really lives there, right? Like,
yeah.
you know what I mean?
Oh,
So,
well, that was the thing. I had a ton of people say, why don't you stay with me? And then I'm like, okay, where are you at? And then I realized everybody's like 30 to 45 minutes outside of AC
yeah.
and then driving in.
Yeah. Like, even I have a campground that I usually stay at for AC weekends, and even that, like, I'm saying it's close, but that's even 35 minutes away, right? Like, it's closer than Philly, but it's not close when the show ends at 1:00 in the morning. We're lucky this week because it's a 5:00 show both nights, but those late shows, I mean, I think there was one show where it happened on daylight savings times. The show ended at like 1:00 in the morning. Me and my wife are driving back to Philly, and we get home at like 4:00 because at one point from 2 to 3 it goes right to the next hour. So we got home at like 4:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to sleep. I'm just going to stay up all day.
So I asked you before, Joe. I mean, we can talk about this again. Should GCW move out of AC and into Philly?
No.
Or is that a bad move?
Horrible move.
Okay.
Somewhere else in Jersey, sure. But Philly, you lose everything, right? You lose glass, you lose tubes, you lose all that, right? You just can't do it there. So
Really?
yeah, Philly's horrible with the commission. You can't do any of that stuff. What you got at one night only is probably the extent of what they will allow. So,
Oh wow! I
Yeah.
thought Philly is the capital of hardcore wrestling.
I mean, it was, but
used to be.
completely-
Everybody fucked it up. It's the best way to put it.
Yeah.
Everybody fucked it up for everyone else. They
That's
went
why-
hard. That's how it happened.
That's why I was so excited when the Wildwood show was announced, and then it was unfortunately pulled. But I was like, oh, maybe if Brett falls in love with Wildwood, which is, it's still pricey, but it's, I think, more feasible for families, and it's you would probably bring in more families because it is nicer than AC. I was excited for that, but I don't know. Just with AC is just so pricey everywhere, the hotels and stuff.
Screwball said, what about the Jersey side of Philly like H2O was?
That works. I guess the problem there is finding a venue, right? Like
Yeah.
GCW isn't just the average run of the mill indies, right? Like you can't just run anywhere because you have, for example, TOS, you're probably looking at anywhere from 15 to 3,000 fans, right?
Mm-hmm.
You need to find a place that's gonna be able to house that, right? Like that's not always feasible. It's gonna allow you to bring glass and blood and all that stuff, right? So that's the hard part.
Philly was blamed on you, Joe. You went too hardcore in Philly, obviously. So it's your fault. Let's see. The hotels aren't even exciting to look at. I guess Reed's talking about AC. Reed knows AC for sure.
Look at Frank.
Frank says AC's pricey. Stay away from hookers and drugs. Thank you, Frank. Always the family man, making sure that we don't get our money stolen.
That's funny.
The LA guy is telling us to stay away from hookers and drugs at AC. Oh my
Put that
goodness.
comment up by Clown because that's an interesting comment that I wanted to kind of talk about.
This one right here. AEW just used light tubes in the lights out match with Statlander last week. So I talked about this with Brett a little bit on the official podcast on Patreon.
They weren't real, right?
Say it again.
They weren't real light tubes, right?
Yes, actually they were.
Oh, really?
You can
There's
if you
fake
do
light
everything
tubes?
if you do everything respectfully, you can kind of get around.
So like
One-offs, you know.
not enough to quench the bloodthirsty GCW fans, what you're saying.
Right. It's just enough to say we did it kind of thing. And that's, you know, like give like one bundle or one light tube and, you know, of course, swing it to where the fans aren't nearby and up and down. And
also when I said fake, like obviously like the glass isn't fake, but like there was rumors when Gage and Jericho fought, like there's a thing in the tubes called the spooky dust. And there were rumors that they drain the dust out to make them more safer because breathing that in isn't healthy for you and stuff. So that's what I kind of meant. Like, did it safely.
Okay. Spooky dust. That's my favorite whenever they say that on commentary.
Mm-hmm. And I like how Brett's now calling chairs that are used under the ring battle chairs. It just sounds good, you know? Yeah, because there's regular chairs like the fans use, and then there's battle chairs. Those are chairs specifically used for in-ring, you know.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Only GA left for TOS. So there we go. If anybody's looking to go, GA is still open. Seats are not available. Yep, combat chairs.
I don't think I've never seen a GCW show since they moved to the terminal where it's sold out. So I think you can just
it's so big.
You can just move the ring further and further into the center.
Yeah.
To make it work, right? Like the more people
I still think that damn venue is too big and it swallows the crowd and it kills some of the energy.
The first time I went there after being in the carousel room, it was a weird feeling. And I mean, the first time I don't think they had posters up or anything, right? Like it was just
white. It was
white.
bare.
Like the terminal, it's called a terminal for a reason, right? It was a bus terminal. Like it was literally a terminal.
It's where the old ladies would get off the bus to go walk into the casino and gamble.
Yeah, like it's literally a terminal. So you got to think, you probably had 6 or 7 buses at a time in there. So that's how big this place is, right? Like,
wow.
That was the rumor that they took it out for Gage and Jericho.
Huh. I still like the fact he was using the pizza cutter and
during
then the commercial came
Papa
up.
John's commercial. Didn't they pull after that?
Good question.
They pulled their sponsorship after that, I think.
Oh, happy birthday, Megan Bain.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, she's one of those ones that kind of took over fast, right? Like she was there one day and like you were just like, oh, she's gonna be something. And then
I saw her come out and I said she's a fucking star.
Yep.
I also said at one time I wish I would have seen her just take a GCW championship for a while. It would have done amazing things for females. Women love her.
Yeah.
Why not? You know, why not get behind her? And you know, there's little girls out there that need, you know, people to look up to too. And I think she would have been one that would have really made little girls go, wow.
But I think I agree with that, but I wonder if Brett maybe had some drawbacks in terms of kind of what's happened now with the tag team titles, right? Like, he knew it was only a matter of not if, but when she would have been signed. And if he got stuck with the belt on her when she got signed, it's like, now I gotta get the belt off of her somehow.
There's so many. Okay, I had to learn this along the way, but there's so many reasons why someone may not have a belt. You know what I mean? Like, okay, things like maybe they're just a pain in the ass to work with. Maybe they just don't. Well, no, seriously. Like maybe they're just not always available, and a star needs to be always reachable by the owner. Little things like that. Maybe they're hard to work with. Maybe they're not able to make the West Coast, so it doesn't make sense for them to take a championship because they can't defend on the rest of the rest of the country. So little things like that can come up, and it's not always just in the ring. So maybe she just didn't want it, which also does happen for some stars. They don't want it. It's not for them. They would rather work match 4 and get out the door.
They don't want to have that extra weight on their carry-on.
That's another way to look at it.
Yeah.
You ever picked up those belts?
Yeah.
Those things are heavy.
Yeah.
Anissa, you ever had one of those belts in your hands?
No.
Oh, they are heavy. If you get a chance, ask. If you get a chance, ask one of the champions.
I don't like asking. I feel uncomfortable asking.
I don't take pictures because I feel uncomfortable. Unless someone helps me.
I know. I actually took I don't take pictures either. I get nervous.
Bingo. Me too. And this is after doing what I do. I feel weird talking to people and asking for pictures. I tell my wife, force me, like just tell me to shut up and smile and just click. Because I
need someone to hold my hand and take me.
Yeah, because she'll go, okay, you guys get a picture. I'm like, Steph, come on. She's like, no, get together, get that picture. And then I'm so happy we get it later. But I never ask. I'm terrible with that stuff. See, there we go. Get nervous.
Dreamer said it, right? Where people are asking him, like, do you take pictures? And he was like, always take that picture because, like, you never know when the opportunity ever arises, if it ever arises.
Yeah.
I'm looking through old family pictures now. As I'm looking back through 20, 30, 40-year-old pictures, I'm like, damn, I really do need to take these pictures because any stories I have and experiences, I have no proof of, and neither does my son.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think of it that
way
too. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like, you've been doing this for years, Anissa, and like, how many pictures do you have to show of all that money spent, all that time spent, all that happiness,
Yeah, no, I don't know. I've always been shy taking pictures ever since I was a kid, even in family. Like, I don't ever take photos with family unless I'm forced to. Yeah. But even with wrestling, like with my friends in wrestling in the LA crew, I get shy, and they could tell. They'll tell you like, no, she doesn't really take photos. But they make me do it, and sometimes I'm like, okay, thank goodness somebody made me do it because I wouldn't have done it myself.
No, it's real. And you get kind of nervous, or you feel like, oh, I'm the idiot who needs it. I'm too cool to get the picture. It's like, no, you should just get the damn picture together.
Or sometimes I just feel awkward because when you're taking a picture, you're quiet and you're with somebody and you're like hearing them breathe. So I'm like, okay,
Well, my wife, she'll tell me to put my arms down at my sides because I'm meek. I will actually, I put my hands together in front of me like a little kid. And I put my shoulders up, and she's like, no, you're not 5. Put your shoulders down, put your hands at your side, smile.
You're like Talladega Nights. He's like, what do I do with my hands? Right? Like that's
I'm not, you know what I mean? The guy who always has his hands in his pockets, or I always have my hands in front of, I'm that weird guy like that.
You do like the air hug where your hands like around them, but it's not actually touching them.
So what's funny is, like, especially because I'm married, I actually make it a point to really not touch many people when I take pictures, just because I'd never want that. You know what I mean? You never want that problem. Plus, some people, they don't like being touched, or they don't want an arm around them. I'm a hugging type person, but I really kind of keep it as professional as possible when it comes to the wrestling setting, because I've learned over time by listening and talking with so many fans that not everybody, most of us have little issues with things, and we have to respect those.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's just like, oh, hey, come here. But I forget there are some people, they don't want a 260-pound, 6-foot man just coming up and hugging him all of a sudden. You know what I mean? So I have to think about it because I'm a big kid. So you've met me in this. I'm a big kid. Like, I'm not really. So I never thought about that. Yeah, Bear loves to be hugged. Another one, there's a picture with me and Bear is so into it, and I'm like mousy kind of. It's so funny. Get the picture, guys. And even if you don't want to, ask someone
especially
else
at
to do it.
Collective, I was just like, oh my God, there's so many people I want to take pictures with, but I feel shy. I don't know, and So I mostly wish
See,
them to start taking advantage of
for me,
taking
it's not
photos.
shy. It's more like I feel like a nuisance kind of thing, right? Like
Get that? I get
I
that.
don't want to, I don't want to, like if they're not at their merch table and like they're like kind of just like chilling with the fans and stuff. Like I don't want to be a mark and be like, oh, can I get a picture, right? So, like,
Agree.
but the way around that is I have an 8-year-old who absolutely loves deathmatch wrestling. So
Oh,
if he's at a show, he'll be like, "Oh, take a picture of me, Dad." I'm like, now I have an in to take a picture where I'm not a mark. I'm just being a good dad, right? So, so the perks of having an 8-year-old is that.
I never thought about that one. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I just when you're talking to someone about stuff that's inside wrestling related and then you break the wall and go, "Hey, can we get a picture?" It feels, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like it feels like almost like you're using them to get that picture, right? Like,
Yeah. Well, they're talking about their gear and I'm like, "Oh yeah, hey, by the way, give me that fan picture now." And
yeah,
then like we're talking about like real, I don't
Exactly
know.
how I feel. I feel like if I'm having a conversation, I don't want to be that person. Be like, oh, can we take a photo? Even with anybody, I just felt like weird.
And it's so it is. I really do feel yeah, bro. I do. Frank, I was comfortable around you, man. I was comfortable around you. Frank's one of the cool ones.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Frank's one of the cool ones for sure.
He's definitely family.
LA fam is thick. I didn't realize that. I was so proud of myself in this. I got adopted at Call It Collective. I was actually in one of the pictures. I'm like, wow.
Oh, I love it.
I've been
I know.
adopted.
I missed that picture. I was like, oh shoot, but I was working.
I get you. Yeah.
So
Let's see here. Is there? Let's see. I'm gonna be nervous to ask for. Shut up. No. Anybody? I've said this 100 times, and actually, a lot of people in chat know this. Come say hi to me. And anybody also knows. Once you say hi once, we're friends now. I'm sorry, we're stuck now. If I see you at a show, I'm gonna see you at every show. Anissa, you know this now. If I see you at a show, I'm saying hi to you. It doesn't matter.
I even get shy even going up to you. Because even when I saw you guys, I'm like, I'm still nervous.
No. And especially with my wife, she wants more female people to talk to that are fans because she only has a couple. You know what I mean? And most of them are like wrestlers. So she can't sit in the crowd and talk with the wrestlers about, you know what I mean? Right. So anytime she sees another female like fan, she's like, "Oh my God, you, like, you understand me." Yeah.
Next time we see each other.
Yeah, please go over and at least talk to her. She needs people that, get her.
When you said that, all I could envision is a Spider-Man picture where they're pointing at each other.
Yeah,
like in the second.
Oh man. What do we got here? Screwball says we need the group photo by the ring for more UCC shows going forward. Yes, we do. We all kind of know each other at this point.
Show. Yeah, every show at the UCC at the end of the match, there's always a big photo.
Yeah, I think it's time to get I just wanted to be adopted first. I didn't feel like I wanted to crash the photos.
You know what? That would have sucked.
Yeah, they're like, "Who's that motherfucker?" I'm like, "It's me." Oh man.
No, I just feel like with GCW and the independent scene, I feel like everybody kind of knows everybody in a weird way. If you see this familiar faces, I feel like with Jersey, there's just a tight group where everybody just knows everyone. That's like big family. Here in LA, it's just mixed with people because you'll get people who've never seen wrestling and will just go and watch it because there's something going on. But then there's half of the people in LA who go and are familiar with GCW and familiar with independent wrestling and go to the other independent shows. So with LA, you just get a mix with the regulars versus the non-regulars.
See, I think Jersey and like the East Coast for deathmatch is in like a weird spot right now. And I don't want to get into like the behind the scenes stuff for like the drama and stuff, but like there's a lot of like I don't know how to say it, but like picking promotions almost, right? Where it's like, oh well, if you go here, don't go here type of things. So you don't see that as much now, where like there's some people who just strictly won't go to a certain promotion because like, oh well, you support this fan, and if you support this fan, I'm not going to this show. And you see that a lot now, especially in the Jersey deathmatch scene, which is little head scratching and weird, but it's definitely happening.
Yeah, that is odd, especially since here's how I look at it. The group of people that are going to deathmatch wrestling is so small.
Yep.
It's like we're fighting cousins.
Yep.
Oh, there's that asshole cousin. I know him. That motherfucker. Da 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 da. And
Yeah.
and a couple of your cousins talk to you and go, yeah, that asshole. Da 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 da. And yeah, I feel like there's like a group of maybe 5 to 10 people that like messing with each other in all those deathmatch groups. And if those 5 or 10 weren't there, I think everything would be a lot less stressful. I don't know,
Yeah.
maybe 5 to 10. Does that sound about
Yeah,
right?
I want to agree with that, but I also feel like there's some people in the world who just love to mess with people. So if it
Yeah,
wasn't those
yeah.
5 to 10, it would be a different 5 to 10.
Well, that's a good point.
You know,
That's a good point.
I just think there's always going to be antagonists, regardless of who it is. There's just the way the world is, right? There always has to be somebody.
And don't tell these guys it's theater. You do know that this is just theater with tighty whities on, pretty much. It's like
That's my biggest argument. Like when people are like, "Oh, well, why don't you get involved? Why don't you have a side?" I'm like, because at the end of the day, it's wrestling, right? Like I have like bills and kids and
jobs.
like that I have to deal with, right? Like I love you guys, but at the same time, right? Like it's just wrestling to me, and like you guys like do too much, right? Like it's like just supposed to be an escape, and when they bring all that bullshit in there, the escape's no longer fun.
I broke away from deathmatch for about 5 to 6 years, and when I came back to it, I was really surprised how split it was. I really didn't expect that. I figured we were all on the same side. Fucking blood. Just give me all the weapons and give me all the violence and just give me a good fucking show. I did not know people were bringing weird and different opinions into it, and
Why can't
I'm really
the only thing
surprised.
that you bring into it, John, the different opinion is that you like a different wrestler than this person? Like, why can't that be where the divide goes, right? Like, there's too much weirdness going on for me. That's why I kind of just sit back and just follow those groups for cool matches to be announced.
So this is just theater. You know what I mean? We all know this is just theater. Do you think people did this with William Shakespeare? Do you think there's like some dudes just sitting around drinking like, I can't believe Horatio did this? Well, you know, Julius did this, and fuck you. I can't believe Octavius did this, and you know, I can't believe you're a fan of Juliet. Juliet's such a and I, you know, oh my God. I'm guessing it had to have happened back in the day, because that's pretty much what we're arguing about is just stories. We're arguing about physical stories.
The difference back in the day, though, is that the people wouldn't just go to Facebook and post it. They'd have like a duel out back of their yard.
That's what I'm saying. Like at the bars at night must have been wild after a show.
Like guys just taking their 10 steps, turning and firing type thing.
Oh, God. All of that over their favorite entertainment. Yeah.
I just go with the flow and make sure I enjoy it and make sure no one else ruins it for me. Because
but
for me, when I go to shows, I love hanging out with the LA crew. You know, they're awesome, they're wonderful, they're good people to hang out with. But when I go to wrestling shows, I'm usually just one spot. I stand and I watch.
Yeah.
And I just do my thing. But then
that's how it should be.
I'm always, you know, sitting with them if I have the opportunity, and it's fun, you know, here and there. I don't mind getting inside, like hanging like with the group, you know?
Yeah.
But sometimes I'm just like, I kind of want to just be right here and not get hit. And enjoy.
You just want a safe area to sit and be quiet and watch.
Yeah. I mean, sitting is great and it's fun. And I've had wonderful experiences being, you know, sitting down, and I had an opportunity that Frank let me sit front row with them, and I had fun, but I was so nervous because I didn't want to get hit. So, you know, stuff like that, you know, for me, I just go with the flow. That's basically what I do. I just go with the flow every time I'm at a wrestling show. I get a little stoned, enjoy wrestling, and then call it a day.
Well,
because I don't know the drama, but I just go with the flow.
Better off. But
you're better off, yeah.
This week I'm staying at the Showboat, so I'm gonna get a little drunk, not stoned, but drunk, before the show. Just walk downstairs and enjoy the show and not worry about any of that stuff. But John, you talked about like the 5 or 10 people maybe. I don't even know if some of the people even like wrestling anymore. I think they're just here to nitpick shit.
There are people that don't like wrestling that sit around and talk shit about it afterwards because I think deep in their mind they spent a lot of time on something that they don't like anymore and they're mad at it because they spent that much time on it.
Yep.
That's what I feel, or that's what I've seen in cycles. There's even been a cycle at WWE when towards the end of me watching that, I started getting mad at it because I'm like, I'm spending all this time on it and I'm investing, but nothing's coming out of it that I want to see, or I'm not satisfied after all these years and time of investment. And you actually can get mad at it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sunken cost fallacy is exactly what that is.
Yeah. If I didn't have an 8-year-old, I would have thrown off WWE a long time ago. But, you know, he loves those Roman Reigns and the Cody Rhodes, those larger life characters that you can't get anywhere else. So I still watch for him. But if I didn't have him, yeah, WWE would have been off my TV a long time ago. Never looked back.
I look at it as if I'm not entertained, I don't like it, I don't watch it.
That's nice and easy. Serious. Yeah, I tried to watch WWE recently. I can only watch those PLE pay-per-view things. I tried to watch one and I found myself in the same position I was 10 years ago. I looked at my wife and I'm like, okay, we're in hour 3. What have we seen? Because you're hardly ever seeing anything with WWE.
How did you feel at AEW last weekend?
Fantastic. The pay-per-view was excellent. A lot more than I expected out of it. To a point to where, like, you saw me, I'm tagging AEW and I'm tagging Tony Khan because now I'm thinking maybe I should get an AEW pay-per-view or podcast started because I was looking at expanding and yeah, it's gotten some good responses. So I was actually testing the waters on AEW for about the past couple months, waiting to see if there's something new coming along. So I may be expanding from here into other companies.
Yeah, definitely a hot product right now, and they're headed in the right direction. But
yeah, I mean AEW is very my scene. It's my style of wrestling.
Yeah,
I'll be honest, I don't watch NXT and I don't watch SmackDown. I only watch Raw.
Did you watch AAA this past weekend?
I
wish I did.
You got to. It's on the YouTube page. The Mask versus Mask match. One of the best wrestling matches I've seen in a long, long time.
I was told by I don't know how many people you need to go watch it. Like, Anissa, if you find it, you let me know if you get a link for it because it's supposed to be amazing.
WWE's YouTube, it's on there. The whole show is live on YouTube.
Oh, yeah. Well, I didn't know that. Shit.
Yeah, it's
I knew
one
it
of
was
the
on
best
YouTube.
matches.
I just didn't know if it was just like a one-off thing on YouTube.
No, it was a whole pay-per-view.
Okay.
The Viking Raiders actually fought Pagan. What's his name? Pagan, is that his name?
From the Viking Raiders?
No, the Mexican wrestler. Kind of
the Kingo?
No, he face paint, Mohawk. He was in.
Oh shit! I couldn't tell you.
Times.
Psycho Clown.
Well, it was Psycho Clown's tag team partner.
Oh shit! Because I was gonna say I got Psycho Clown up there on my.
Yeah, there it is. There's the
Pagno?
right above SpongeBob.
Reed said it.
There we go. Reed said it. Reed, War Raiders versus Psycho and Pagano. Oh yeah.
Yeah, fire. The whole card was great. Phoenix fought Laredo Kid. It was a great card. If you get a chance, just check it out.
Sounds like a lot of people GCW's had before, like Laredo Kid and whatnot.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Pagano. Yeah.
Oh, and yeah, the whole Wagner family was represented at the show, so that was pretty cool too.
Oh, okay. Speaking of Vikingo, we got to see him back in GCW.
Probably not.
Any freaking time.
No?
I'd love to see it.
I think he's officially WWE, right? I think he's like kind of exclusive now.
Oh, because their partnership, I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think he's even further than just the AAA partnership. I think he's kind of...
Because GCW really I feel like they really put him on the map.
In America, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
one of my favorite matches ever. I don't know if it was GCW or if it was the Super Show, but when GCW went to WrestleCon in what was it, South Carolina, it was Fatu versus Vikingo. Such a wild, different style of wrestling, but was huge.
Well, yeah, I'm looking at everything, and I've been trying to figure out how to expand in one way or another. And I'm like, do I expand through the independent scene or where? And I'm still looking at that, but I've been watching AEW since the beginning, and I took a little bit of time off, and I come back to like the most perfect pay-per-view you could ask for. You know what I mean? And God, it looks so good.
The only thing I do wish for is like, if we're starting the pre-show at 7, maybe don't go to 1.
I get that.
Like that's a long show, right? Like maybe for you guys it's a little bit easier because, you know, it's not 1 your time, right? It's what, like 11?
8.
8. Right? So it's
Because the
little,
the shows here starts at 5. All wrestling shows here start at 5. Well, for me.
Yeah.
so if
all
we got
night.
to over 1 my time, we get over 10 your time, right?
Yeah, probably. If you count the
So-
pre-show.
Yeah. So I mean that's more feasible than me staying up till 1:30,
yeah.
right? Like
Yeah.
for East Coast it's not possible.
Not a
Not only that, but I mean, if it's a decent show, it's going to take you an hour to come down, try to get settled
yeah.
into bed,
Yeah.
you know, and that ain't going to happen anytime easy too.
That's
Casa,
why-
good seeing you in
That's
here.
why I love this weekend is both 5:00 shows.
Mm.
So I don't need to try to decompress at 1:30 in the morning.
Now, this is weird. When I was younger, especially, I loved a good late night show. There was something that felt kind of naughty about it. You know what I mean? You're like, you're up at 1 and 2 in the morning watching a fucking show. Like the rest of the world is asleep, and you're just like, yeah, dial in. I always thought that's how East Coast fans felt with LA because we kick off at 8. So we're kicking off at 11 p.m. on the East Coast, you know, for an average LA show. So I figured we're fucking tearing the roof off at 2 in the morning on the East Coast sometimes.
Yeah.
And I always felt like that was kind of fucking cool.
You know how jealous I get of West Coast people, like especially football season, right? Like
Mhm.
I gotta
Oh,
wait
dude,
till
football
1
scene is
o'clock.
fantastic
I gotta
here.
wait till 1:00 in the afternoon for a game to start. You guys are like rolling out of bed and just turning on the TV and watching football. Like that's like so like that's what I want, right? And then the Sunday night games aren't at 11
Bingo.
o'clock, right? Like you
Mhm.
put the game off at 8 and go to bed at a normal time.
Well, so that's the thing. You put the show, like the football game is over and you still have an evening.
Yeah,
That's what's cool.
yeah. Whereas here you're fighting to stay awake for the end of the football game.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. Yeah. They said I should have a Cole show. Just follow Cole. No, I can't do just a Cole Roderick podcast. That is a fun one. Yeah, I hope to see him back in GCW soon. I want to get him back on here and talk to him again. He hasn't been on here in a while. One of my first interviews.
Oh.
Yes. It's one of my people. I like to put it.
He's good people.
Yes. One of us. That's what I'd like to say. He's one of us. He's a nice, calm, easy-going.
All I can think of is Wolf of Wall Street when you just said that. One
of us. We're bullshitting, but this is all the good stuff. I'm wondering if there was anything else you guys wanted to discuss before we get out of here, because I just realized we're damn near running into the 3.5, 4-hour show, which
Yeah.
we started rough. Not we. I started rough, but now we're kind of settling in here. Yeah, I just didn't know if there was anything else. I didn't want to take you too long. And
Jack Cartwheel. How long is he out?
Oh, that's a great question. Unknown. Casa, in your interview, did you find out how long until Cartwheel comes back? I mean, I could get an answer, but I'm sure Casa might know, since he just talked to him from that injury.
Was Patty Cake, are they East Coast? Are they at this CZW show, or are they saying they watched the CZW show?
There you go, Patty Cake. Were you at the CZW show or no? Crow Fairy Tale's ready to shut us down. Long live GC. Crow always does that, right? When we're like kind of just talking. Oh, watched it live. Were you there? So Joe was there too. You ever find Joe, go over there and give him a hug or tap him on the ass. He likes both. Likes both. He's friendly either way, we've learned.
I still can't believe CCW is still a thing. I thought.
They had a really good
Never
show last
mind.
night.
Yeah. Anything else we can think of?
Nope.
We've discussed quite a bit.
Yeah,
We did okay.
I feel like
We did okay.
Yeah, I feel like we kind of nailed what we were supposed to be talking about.
We nailed everything we're supposed to be talking about and then some. So
Yeah, which is great.
I think, yeah, they asked for lasagna. We gave them lasagna, breadsticks, and a good drink. So it worked
and
out.
a salad.
And the salad. See, just when we think we're done, Anissa gives us that side salad.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Yeah. Sorry, that one caught me off. Let's go this route. Please like, subscribe, and hit the bell. Thanks again for those who have donated. Kite, thank you. Where can we find you, Anissa?
You can follow me at Anissa Bar on Twitter and Instagram.
I always say Anissa. Is it Anissa?
It's
am I
Anissa,
that
but
person?
it's okay. I really don't mind.
I
Don't. It's
do.
fine.
Okay.
It's
Well,
fine.
next
It happens
time,
all
next
the
time,
don't worry about it.
it's the way it's spelled with the two S's. I think it's is, not is.
Yeah.
I think, you know what I mean? So if it was one S, I would think it's Anissa, but
Yeah.
man. Okay. Well,
It's
I'm so
okay.
sorry. You've been perfectly,
apologize.
you've been years of patience with me then. I've been fucking it up forever.
No, it's fine. It doesn't bother me as long as you just say it kind of like it.
As long as it's said with niceness, I think is the best way to put it. I always say that too. I'm like, as long as my name is
everyone
included with
my
something
name, they
nice.
say it differently.
Oh, here we go right here. I just want to say this. Casa said Jack is hoping to be cleared in time for 6/27, so June 27th. Wow. So we're talking 2 weeks
that's
out.
so soon.
We'll take it. Also, yeah, Clown is always on this. If you guys can leave a comment, it really does help the algorithm. And like I said, with likes and whatnot, that's kind of how Brett sees that we're doing our activity and whatnot. So if you can, please let everyone know how much you did like it. If you're staying at the Showboat, using the water park does not count as a bath. That's good to be said now. Was Jimmy Lloyd found in there again, or was it somebody else this time? Oh, look at that. Joe's staying quiet. Joe has pictures.
What's going on at the water park?
Well, I look
Last
at it
week there
as
was
a
like
warning.
Last weekend there was like me and my wife saying, oh, maybe we'll go because they have like an adults pool, they have like a swim up bar and stuff. And then last week
There should be a match at the water park.
Well, they did the one show. They did have a after party at the water park, and then like it never happened again. I don't know.
Oh.
I don't even want to know how that party got told not to go again.
I do. Maybe another time.
GCW after dark.
After dark. Janela after dark. Going to the Janela zone for the story on who pissed in the pool the most.
What if you throw a bottle of soap in there?
That's gross. Somebody throwing a Snickers. That old 80s movie.
We got to get out of here before we get canceled.
Maybe you'll get canceled. I'm gonna just keep going. No, where can we find you at, Joe?
Woods Wrestling 3 on X every Thursday, turnbuckle time. Every Thursday, Steel Steps on AAT Sports, and then turnbuckletimes.com.
Soap on a pole match. I like it. Put the belt up on the pole, soap the pole.
Deodorant on a pole match.
Oh, Bruno has a story. He says the water got warm when a certain wrestler got in the pool.
He didn't feel like walking to the bathroom, I guess.
Rob Shit's coming back. Maybe that's what's going on.
Hey, he was there last night.
Was he?
Yeah.
Oh, that's really saying something too. He's a West Coast guy.
Yeah, they had a match where it was a lot of the loco wrestlers.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, people coming up from Houston, huh?
Yeah, supposedly they drove from Houston.
Damn, that's probably how Nino got there, huh?
Yeah.
Makes sense. Any other last messages you'd like to tell or say before we get out of here?
No.
No, but I appreciate you inviting me on. I had fun.
Oh, please. It was nice having you on. It's been a year and a half or so since we last seen you.
Yeah.
You haven't been on here, but you were with us over at Body Slam. So welcome to the GCW YouTube.
Yeah.
Not much has changed. Yep. But this is, I think, our second show in year 2. So we just completed year 1 with GCW a couple weeks ago. So
Congratulations.
we still have jobs. So, we haven't been canceled and we're still here weekly for now. So no, we're very fortunate, honestly, especially as much as we all give opinions here. Everybody is really kind, and we're really fortunate that people haven't been all over us for differing opinions. But I think our secret has been the fact that if somebody has a differing opinion, we listen to them. Maybe that's a great way to start, So, okay, guys, we get the hint. Everybody's saying long live GCW.
Time has to go home.
Yeah, go the fuck. Okay.
Brett,
you know what?
Wrap it up.
Let's do it then. As always, thank you so much for choosing to spend your time with us tonight. We will be seeing you next week to review TOS 11, COS 5. Again, Anissa, thank you so much for spending your time with us tonight. Let's send them out of here. You guys ready? Long live
GCW.
GCW.
John, I just stopped saying that because I know you do it on purpose now. So I'm just going to let you say it.
I love fucking it up. That's half the fun. All right, guys. Thank you so much. We love you and have a fantastic night.